And we are live. And I'm just coming in live right after Joe Mixon just scored a touchdown. Now, I know that I came in a little bit late, but I predicted that the Texans would win 27-13 because, like I said, I think it's going to be a massacre. I'm going to tell you it's like a Battle of Texas, so in case like it's not a massacre, but it should be pretty bad. A second, let me get something. Dadgummit. I'll just have to move something for a second. There we go. There we go. I had to get everything set up. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, Joe Mixon. Well, really Texans in total. Drive down the field. Almost was a a one play drive with Nico Collins, but unfortunately there was an illegal man downfield. That was Larry Tunsil, who's had a very bad problem of like getting penalized often this year. And yeah, like I said, it shouldn't be close. It shouldn't be, but you never know. I gotta be my water. It is just water, nothing else. I'm trying to just drink. Like I said, um, I've been healthy in a little bit, so I'm trying to drink some water. But very very easy drive for the Texans. Like I said, I had 27-13, but wait, what happened? Oh my goodness, something wrong with the stadium. Okay, well, better be back to actual play. Cowboys are down early, 7-0 as expected. Like 12:42, I believe. Let's go in the first quarter. Fairbairn on to kick it away. Yeah, 12:42. Return by the 2 yard line up to 10 to the 15, kind of jogging there. Up to 25, up to 30, up to the 35, down to the 36 yard line. I think it's also a face mask too. Some pushing and shoving going on though. Oh wow, there's some punches going on. Somebody's going to get thrown out. I'd say there was a face mask tackle, and then there was some pushing and shoving going on. I feel like somebody's going to get thrown out. Holding on the receiving team as well. That's it. There were some punches thrown. I'm surprised they didn't throw anybody out. Right there, there's a punch. All right, well I'm good with that. What's up, Daniel? Yeah, this was a good weekend for me. One, because we did not do anything. The Panthers, we had a bye week, so I got to sit back and relax. Um, and also a lot of great games to watch. I don't expect this one to be too good. I really think that the Texans should handle them. I think that early on, maybe the Cowboys might be able to make it a little bit close, but it should be a massacre. First down 10 for the 18-yard. They're going to be handed to Rico Dowdle, who's going to get about 3 yards there. So we second down 7. Get on Rico Dowdle. Obviously, Cooper Rush is the starter because Dak Prescott is hurt. So we'll see how that impacts the game. Like I said, if Dak was playing, I would say it's a lot closer. But with Cooper Rush playing and the way he played against Philly's defense, who was still good, he was abysmal. I think he'll just be fine against the Texas defense. Second down 7. Going to be a quick throw out to CD Lamb, who is going to make a man miss. Going to give us to 25, up to the 30, and then slide up to about a 32-yard line. First down 10 for the Cowboys. There you go. Like I said, good job by CD Lamb there, making Jelly Petrie miss, and then also great block by, was that, I can't remember who that was. I think that was Jalen Tolbert with the, yeah, Jalen Tolbert. Nice block by him. So we first down 10 for the 32-yard line. Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation with Rico Dowdle to his left. Goes in tight end in motion over to the left. Drops back to pass. A little screen, not screen, more like a swing pass, but incomplete to Rico Dowdle. Be second down and 10. A lot of short passes right now, which I'm not really surprised by. Ooh, I think them. Yes, that's a fumble. Goes behind. I would review that to make it be pushed back, but he's second down 10 from the 32-yard line as of right now. Shocker formation. Rico Dowdle to the left. Going to be a handoff to Rico Dowdle, who's going to try the left side and gets absolutely blasted at the line of scrimmage by Henry To'oTo'o, former linebacker from Alabama. And it's going to be third down and 10. 11-13 remaining in the first quarter. Yeah, I mean, nothing there. All right, so I gave him a yard. So third down 9 for the 33-yard line. Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation. Send CD Lamb over to the left. Draws back to pass. And he's got time, throws incomplete right into the hands of Jalen Tolbert. So it'll be fourth down and 9. 10:41 remaining in the first quarter. And put this ball away. Down 7-0. Yeah, I want to see where I want to see Jonathan Mingo and see how he does. Probably not too much, but I'm still flabbergasted, and I don't use the word flabbergasted a lot. But the fact that we got a fourth rounder for Jonathan Mingo. Oh, fake. And what are you doing? Okay, well, it gets caught, but it was a fourth and 9, so I don't know why you do that. And great job by special teams of the Houston Texans. They tackled him like 3 yards short of the first down. Like I don't know why you do that. John Mechie with the tackle. Great job by him. It's just a dumb decision. I don't. It's still early in the game. Dak's in the press box, like helping out as far as like calling plays. Well, not calling plays, but like being an analyst so much, like instead of just being on the sidelines, and he can't believe it either. So first down 10 for the 37-yard line. CJ Stroud in our center with Joe Mixon in the backfield. Going to be a play action pass. Tries to take a deep shot, but unfortunately is going to keep it and run for about 3 or 4 yards there. He's second down 7. 10:25 left to go in the first quarter. I don't know. To me, I get there are certain times if there are certain looks, then yes, you absolutely, um, you can go with a fake punt because it's more likely it's going to work, but not this early in the game. Not like literally not even at the 10-minute mark of the first quarter. Second down 7, shotgun formation. CJ Stroud drops back to pass, getting a little bit of pressure, and is going to get sacked at about the 42-yard line. That's going to be I keep forgetting how to say his name. A Diggy a do a Digazua? A Digazua. I think that's how you say his name. With the sack on, is that Juice Scruggs? I think it is. Yep, it is. Uh, Luke talks about it a little bit. In case you're wondering, I don't know if you're new here or not, but I do I do weekly predictions with my friend Luke McClure on Gridiron Gurus. He is a Texans fan, and like, oh my gosh, a screen here, 3rd and 14, up to the 40, up to 35, down to the 30, but it's gonna be about 3 yards short. It's gonna be 4th down and 3 from the 30. I mean, this is easy. Kind of Fairbairn, uh, field goal range. But like, I'm losing my mind right here as far as like what I'm supposed to. Oh, they're going for it on 4th and 3. Wow, okay. Don't know why they're going for it when you can make it a 2-score game, but okay. 8:40 left to go in the first quarter. 4th down and 3 from the 30. CJ Stroud on a shotgun formation. Draws back to pass and is going to throw a pick. What are you doing? 15, 20, up to the 25, down to the 30, and down to about the 33-yard line. What are you doing? I don't understand that. Like, what? Like, first of all, I wouldn't have gone for it on 4th down. Because, like, you're in field goal range, go up by 2 scores early in the game, so you put pressure. And you create a little bit of okay, I got a little safety blanket. But why? Okay. Well, anyway, so it was gonna be 1st down and 10 from the 30 if they didn't get the 4th down. They just add a couple yards. It'd be 1st down and 10 from the 33-yard line, but still strange decision to do that. But anyways, what I was talking about is Luke McClure, my partner for Gridiron Gurus. He's a Texans fan, and he has talked about, like, obviously the offensive line was something they desperately need to fix in the offseason. But he was really hoping that Juice Scruggs could work out at left guard, and right there he got absolutely obliterated by Adigazua. And from Luke's perspective, it's like Juice Scruggs couldn't work out at center because as far as like calling out like protections and stuff like that, he just couldn't do it. But blocking wise, he was still okay. But it's we have a feeling, we have a thing going where Trey Smith will leave the Chiefs because the Chiefs can't pay him, and Texans are going to throw the bag at Trey Smith. I'm just keep that in mind. Mainly because of like who's got the money, and Trey Smith is still going to want to go to a place that it's not like who's going to pay him the absolute most, but who's going to pay him one of the most that will still be a contender. So, I mean, because the guy's been to like Super Bowls nonstop since he was drafted. So, I don't think he's just going to leave and just be like, oh yeah, no, I'm good with just getting paid. No, he's more than likely going to try to go to a place he can still win. Like when Brandon Sheriff left I think they were the football team when he left, but he was going to get paid, and then he decided to go to the Jaguars because they're paying him the most. Which, that's your decision, that's your prerogative. But it's also like you're not going to win anything if you go to the Jaguars because they were not that kind of team. So, just saying. We're at a little bit of a TV timeout. In case you just joined us, it is 1st down and 10 from the 33-yard line. A 4th and 3-yard attempt for the Texans went awry when C.J. Stroud threw an interception, got returned to the 33, so it wasn't that much of a difference. But it was still weird why they went for it on 4th down after the Cowboys went for it on 4th and 9, which is also a bad decision. But anyways, weird decision-making going on right now, but 8:22 left to go in the first quarter. 7-0. Cooper Rush drops back to pass, throws. It's going to be caught to Ferguson. It's going to be a 1st down up about the 44-yard line. 1st down 10 for the Cowboys. Finally, something a little bit going. Like I said, Cooper Rush earlier in the drive, like his first drive was just like short completions. So, nothing too much. but just like sailed that one. CJ Stroud. I don't know if he expected Nico Collins to sit down, but bad decision making. Oh, what's up, Emmanuel? Hope it's like I'll comment after this play. First down 10 for the 44-yard line. We reverse with CD Lamb and going to get great blocking up to the 50, up down to the 45-yard line. First down 10 for the Cowboys at about the 44-yard line of the Texans. Hey, Ryan, remember how 2 out of the last 3 weeks of my fantasy, my opponent's kicker decided my week? That happened again, but in both of my league with the kickers in the game, Aubrey and the Texans won. Oh, and Kami Fairbairn. Oh, my gosh. Well, good thing they haven't done anything right now except for Kami's got an extra point. But I don't know how that is surprising. That is really surprising that happened in 3 straight weeks. That is crazy. Well, 2 out of the last 3 weeks, and now it's happening this week. So 3 out of the 4. Give me hand off to Rico Daddle, who is going to be pushed all the way back. Depends on where they give him forward momentum. He got absolutely crushed at about the 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Trying to backpedal a little bit, and he might have he's going to give him the 2-yard loss. Second down 12 is Eric Murray. I'm trying to remember, was Eric Murray at? I think for some reason I feel like he was at Kentucky. I might be wrong on that one, but that he seems like Kentucky. Second down 12 from the 45-yard line. Could be rushing a shotgun formation with Rico Dowdle to his left. Going to be a draw to Rico Dowdle, who gets up to about the 40-yard line, so it'll be about a 3rd and 8, I believe. But yeah, that's wild. I did really good in fantasy this week. I mean, I have James Cook, I have Jared Goff, I have Saquon Barkley, and I have Amon-Ra St. Brown. So I am like that carried my whole entire team. I think I had like 179, I believe, or something like that. I just had an amazing week this week. From the 41-yard line, Cooper Rush drops back to pass, throws and enters. What are you throwing at? I mean, Singletary, good pick on you. Getting up to about the 30. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. It's first down 10 for the Texans. That got to about the 43-yard line. But what are you doing? I mean, I truly do not know. Like, who are you throwing to? I'm assuming you were trying to throw to CeeDee Lamb. Maybe CeeDee Lamb stopped him around. I have no idea because that's what he's throwing up his hands in the air. So I'm guessing he thought CeeDee Lamb was supposed to continue. But wild picks on back-to-back drives. Well, I'm confused and I don't know what's going on. 7-0, like 5-something left to go in the first quarter. This is already a weird game. Maybe it will get better, but I was really considering. I was like, should I really even stream this game? But I was like, no. I committed to try to every single game that I can stream Thursday night, Monday night, then I will. So I committed to it. I'm going to live up to it. But my word, this has been a crazy game so far, and not the crazy like crazy good. Crazy as in, what are people doing? So I still think the Texans are going to win. They should. And like I said, I had 27-13. So, unfortunately, Emmanuel, if it happens that way, more than likely Aubrey and Kami Fairbairn will get 2 field goals. But you never know. Also, I had the script and I had everything videoed and all that kind of stuff on Thursday. It took me forever to edit that video. The week 9 and week 10 NFL basement together, 26 minutes long, but because it's mainly all the different like cuts that you have. It takes forever, and then also placement and all that kind of stuff. But oh my word, it took a long time. I'm really actually really loving the story that I did because it was even before what happened this past weekend. And as long as everything goes well this week, this game, I already know what the story is going to be as far as like the storylines going. So I feel really good. I feel really good about some of my predictions. So that's good. But I gotta tell you, I'm like, I was just like, as long as I get it out, then I'm good. But I had Jawan Jennings on the bench, George Kittle and Tyler Algier starting. At least I had Denver defense, even if the Broncos D playing good this week. And my Falcons got mollywopped. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be as bad as it was, but I did say I was like the Broncos should win against the Falcons mainly because like you just don't have any your pass rush is abysmal. Like I mean it was a problem going into the season. You didn't really address it all that much. I mean you got Matthew Judon, so at least you attempted, but first down attempt for the 38, going to be a hand of some looks like Joe Mixon. No, it's not Joe Mixon. No, it is Joe Mixon. No, no, no. For about a 2 yard gain, second down and 8. I showed it again. Like I'm trying to see like what exactly happened here. Okay, so okay. That makes a little more sense. So CeeDee Lamb actually got hit when he threw the interception, so that's the reason why he kind of stopped. So I guess they were wondering why there wasn't a flag thrown. So that makes a little more sense. Okay. Still another second interception of the game. Okay. Anyway, second down and 8, empty set for CJ Stroud. Going to draw back to pass, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get Dalton Schultz, but unfortunately, it's going to be third and 8, 5:04 left to go in the first quarter. But yeah, no, Jawan Jennings had a pretty good week. He's done a really good job of stepping in for Brandon Ayuk since Brandon Ayuk's been hurt. Obviously, there's been I don't know the best way to put it, but I thought that the 49ers would do a little better than they are now, but I still thought like the Super Bowl hangover would hit them hard because it did last time it happened, and also like injuries kind of like been the story for the 49ers the last couple of years. So third down and 8, gets a free play. CJ Stroud steps in the pocket, throws, and it's going to throw it out of bounds. But it can be third down and 3 after an offsides penalty by the Cowboys. I believe that was Micah Parsons for the offsides penalty. But Jawan Jennings did pretty good. I don't know exactly what George Kittle and Tyler Algier did. I don't think like Tyler Algier did that much because of the fact he went against the Broncos. But the fact that you had to bring in Michael Penix because Kurt was doing that bad, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you other than this is a very good defensive line class, the same as that defensive line class that I'm going to be looking at because we desperately need help. If you do not take an edge rusher with your first round pick, peace be with you, is all I can give you. Going to be a throw to Nico Collins up to the 45-yard line for a first down 10 for the Texans. 4:40 left, for not so 4:40, 4:49 left to go in the first quarter. First down 10 for the Texans. But yeah, no, I like. Honestly, you could even take Jalen Walker. You could take the hometown kid, Georgia Bulldog, and he would fit your scheme really really well. I kind of want him, but we're also in a very high position where we don't really have to take him that high. But first down 10, 45-yard line. CJ Stroud in a shotgun formation, going to send John Mechie in motion, and that should be a false start. How is that not a false start? Throws across the middle and caught. And that's going to be 2 Tank Dell up to the 19-yard line. First down 10 for the Texans. But how is that not a false start by Laramie Tunsil? There's a flag on the play, but it's not for that. It was for like in the coverage. So I'm guessing it's like a hold or something like that. But how? Okay, this has been like okay. Anyways. Illegal contact by the defense. Penalties declined. So it'll be first down 10 for the 19-yard line. Kittle and Algier combined for a grand total of .9 points. Wow. Okay, that is. Was there like fumbles? That sounds more like a fumble kind of thing. Like I said, I wasn't able really to watch the Broncos game, mainly because I was watching the Bills Chiefs game. So I could have, but I was not putting myself through that. I was watching the Bills Chiefs game. CJ Stroud under center. Going to be a fake the toss, throw the screen to Nico Collins, who's going to get tackled for about 2 or 3 yard gain. So that's still good. It's going to be second down at about 7. That is pretty crappy. Wow. I don't think I've had a person score that low. I think the lowest I've had was Isaiah Likely a couple of weeks, but that's because like tight ends just weren't going off those weeks, so I didn't really care. I think the lowest I've had is like 2.4 maybe, but that is oh that's abysmal. No fumbles, no yards, one carry by Tyler Kittle did nothing. That is crazy. Carried by George Joe Mixon up to the 10-yard line, 3rd and 1. Goodness gracious, sorry about that. I had some chicken, got me a rotisserie chicken from Publix and ate that. So I'm tasting the chicken right now because I burped. Sorry about that. Not first down. 3rd down and 1 from the 10-yard line. Well, they said 3rd down 2, but it's like 3rd and 1.5 maybe. 2:50 left to go in the first quarter. Still 7-0. So still a one-score game, but more than likely it's going to be a two-score game unless something crazy happens. C.J. Stroud under center. Oh, they actually marked him at 11. No matter, it is 2. C.J. Stroud from the 11 under center with Joe Mixon in the backfield. Going to be another handoff to Joe Mixon, who is going to be tripped up and he's going to be a yard short. I think it's actually about like half a yard short. No, Joe Mixon, you're short. Sorry about that, bud. Let's see. They win on it with 4th and 3. Do they go for it on a 4th and 1 and cough up? If they don't make it, then you just basically, negated 6 points. I mean, I would assume you could get some inches, but let's see. They're going for it. I formation. Joe Mixon in the backfield. C.J. Stroud in center. And going to be a power up to the right. And Joe Mixon is going to bounce it out. Going to get down to the 5 and down to the 1. 1st and goal from the 1. Joe Mixon. Just feed him again. Give him another rushing touchdown. Who cares? I mean, I don't really care because I'm not going against him in fantasy. I'm trying to think who has him in fantasy for my league. I don't know who has him in the league, but let's freaking go Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon should have a really good game against this like ridiculously bad run defense for the Cowboys. All right, 1st and goal from the 1. Thomas is being in to the left of Larry Tunsil. Going to be a handoff Joe Mixon, collapsing, and I think he got in, but he's going to be really short. They're calling it a touchdown. Touchdown, Joe Mixon, 108 left to go in the first quarter, 13-0 for the Texans. Like I said, it is just, well, there's like why wasn't nobody celebrating with Joe Mixon? Oh, yeah, no, he's down. Okay, his elbow's down. Never mind. Okay. I about said I didn't know if he got in because I didn't know if his elbow was down. But then like they signal touchdown, so I was like, why is nobody celebrating with them? But 7-0, 2nd and goal from the half-yard line, 108 left to go in the first quarter. Yeah, but it's still crazy. Like that's kind of why I don't take sometimes I don't take tight ends, especially George Kittle, that high, mainly because like his role will change up drastically depending on who they're playing. It's never consistent. He can go off, but a lot of times it'll just be terrible. Joe Mixon dances into the end zone. Touchdown. It's like I don't know why I did that. Second touchdown for Joe Mixon there was supposed to be a power run, but unfortunately it kind of collapsed that right side and able to bounce it out. He's still got speed on him. I think he's 20. If he was 2016, what do they call it? 28, 29 year old. I think he's 29. I might be wrong. I just remember 2016. I went to the Sugar Bowl, Auburn versus Oklahoma, and Baker Mayfield. Kick is up and kick is good, so it's 14-0. Baker Mayfield was the quarterback, and Joe Mixon was the running back. And honestly, a lot of people didn't think that he should play because he was under investigation for, I believe it was hitting his girlfriend. It was something kind of similar with Tyreek Hill situation, like what happened in college. And he was able to play. And I remember at the game, there were so many chances for him to get off the field because like a lot of people were upset that he was playing. He dominated us, but it was still fun to be there. But I do vividly remember that because that's when I started I started to like Baker Mayfield. I wasn't the biggest fan of him in college. Like coming out, I had him as QB3 because I love Lamar Jackson coming out. because Lamar actually got his first start against Auburn in a Chick-fil-A kickoff classic in 2015, and because that was that was the start of the Jeremy Johnson Heisman hopeful, and I remember when that happened because I was like, I didn't think why should he who played like maybe 3 or 4 games be getting this much hype, and then it was true. He was absolutely garbage that year. But I remember Lamar Jackson coming in at halftime looking pretty decent. That's when I started to be like, okay, he's pretty good. And then his career, like, with Bobby Petrino, looked really good too. I liked him coming out of college. Had him in my QB1. Josh Allen was like the I was iffy on him, but I was like, you know what? If he goes to the right place, and given time, I think he can develop. Because he was kind of like not the same way that I felt with Anthony Richardson coming out, but I felt like he was a project, but I felt like he could work because of like all of like his measurables and that kind of stuff. And then I had Baker Mayfield my number 3 because I was like, I think he's just gonna be solid. I was like, he shouldn't be drafted too high, but he should be solid enough. And that's the only quarterbacks I liked out of that draft, like the 2018 draft. But Baker ended up going first overall. Lamar ended up going 32nd, and then Josh Allen ended up going 7th. I didn't understand the Sam Darnold hype. I did not understand that one. And then Josh Rosen I actually hated because he kind of seemed like a preppy type, like the preppy that like feel like they're better than everybody. But that's just the kind of vibe that I got from him. But at least I had Brock Bowers in my other league. He is this year's Sam Laporta. He absolutely is. Like, I had a chance to trade him for Chuba, and I really thought about it because like he's consistent as a tight end, and I have a lot of good running backs. But I was like, I just can't give him Chuba because it's like personal reason. Because obviously, Panthers fan, I want Chuba to do well, and having him on in my team really helped out too. But yeah, I really did consider it because like Brock Bowers has been not only consistent, but he's been going off. And I mean, who didn't see that coming though? Like Sam Laporta is understandable because like some people only saw him as a receiving tight end, and also who knew that the Lions were going to have the year that they were going to have. But Brock Bowers, it was pretty much like he did this at Georgia. He should do this in the NFL because he's that kind of player. Returned it to about the 36-yard line, so first down 10 for the Cowboys, being down 14-0. They're showing the injury again. Like I said, Dak in Week 9 against the Falcons, he got hurt. Get your Falcons, Emmanuel. He got hurt, and like it's pretty much game over for their season because like it's not their season was pretty much already over. But the fact that you have your starting quarterback out, you weren't doing good without that. Well, you weren't doing good with him, and also your defense is absolute cheeks. Like it's pretty much done. Pretty much looking for the future and seeing what you can possibly do to fix both sides of both offensive line and defensive line because both of them have not been playing good. First down 10 for 36. Cooper Rush in the shotgun formation, drops back to pass, and quickly throws out to CeeDee Lamb for about a 2-yard gain. So second down and 8. 42 seconds left to go in the first quarter. But yeah, no, like Cowboys were. I was wrong about them. I was wrong about them, and also because I didn't think they were going to pay Dak because I felt like this would be the last year for Dak, and then Dak could actually leave and be appreciated somewhere else. Because I really don't think that Cowboys fans are really noticing. Like, yes, Dak got overpaid, absolutely, but without Dak, your offense is absolutely abysmal, and it's not going to get that better. Overnight. Like you're not going to find another Dak. You're not going to find another Tony Romo. I don't think. You'd be very lucky if that's the case. Run for about a yard or two, but it's going to be into the first quarter. Still 14-0. But the Cowboys have a lot of problems that can be fixed with coaching, but needs to be fixed with roster, not really roster control. I don't think that Jerry has done a terrible job. Neither has is it McKinley? McClinley. The guy who's basically like in charge of like the scouting and whatnot. He hasn't done a terrible job because there have been some picks that he's made that's worked out. But like it's never consistent, and usually like I'm trying to think of the best way to put it as far as like the way as like what the Cowboys need to do. You missed on Mozzie Smith. I was wrong about Mozzie Smith. I thought he was going to help out your run defense, and he hasn't. You've let a lot of good players leave because you can't afford them, or you think that you're able to replace them, and you haven't been able to. When Demarcus Lawrence is going to be gone because his contract is ending, and are you going to be able to pay him? Is he really healthy enough to really be reliable? So you need another edge rusher on the other side of Micah Parsons. Not counting the fact you have to either pay Micah Parsons or hope and pray that you can trade him for good enough assets to be able to rebuild that defense because you need a lot of retooling. It sucked losing Van Der Esch. He was a very like showing looking back at it now, very big part of that defense as far as being a presence in the middle that you do not have. You do not have good linebackers. Overshown is good in a sense of being a you know good coverage and good speed, but can he meet a lineman head on? Not really. You need a dominating presence that you I don't know if you can really get that in free agency. And as far as this draft, there are some good ones, but like I said, I don't know if they're going to be good out of the gate. Like I truly do think that obviously I was wrong about the Cowboys because I thought this was like the one last ride kind of thing. I was like, oh, they could still do with like the talent, but it's not. It's a lot worse. Dan Quinn helped out the defense a lot, and I thought Mike Zimmer, with a history of having good defense, would do well, but he is. It has been tremendously bad. There is a pathway you can get back to being relevant in the sense of winning in the regular season, but not anything in the playoffs. But it really does depend on how this offseason goes as far as like making smart decisions and not over reliant on quick fixes because that's what I'm kind of concerned about is that they're going to start doing some quick fixes and it's going to push it back even further from actually being competitive. CD Lamb with a false start to be third down and 10 instead of third and 5. Sorry, I went along a little bit of a tangent there, but like the Cowboys just frustrate me because obviously they have talent. They just it's just not coming together, and obviously like Mike McCarthy is out, and it's pretty obvious that it's just not a good situation. Empty set from the 35-yard line. Cooper Rush drops back to pass and quickly throws it. Two is going to be up to the 40. Oh, wow, it's a flag. Up to the 20, up to the 10. That's going to be a touchdown, but I don't know if. Oh, that's a Turpin, but I think there was a flag there. I don't know if it was a hold or what it was. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Official didn't signal touchdown, so I feel like it's a penalty on the Cowboys. Hold. Oh no, hands to the face. Okay, so actually a touchdown. Okay, there we go, Turpin. Turpin with a what was that? 30? What is it? Yeah, 35 yard, not 35 yards. Sorry, 65 yard touchdown run by Cavante Turpin, who's like, I mean, he's got the speed, but you had number 11 line up on him, absolutely just cooked him at the beginning of the route for a quick throw of Cooper Rush. That's mainly what it's been. It's just been quick throws and dump offs and stuff like that for Cooper Rush, make it a little bit easy. And hey, you cut it down to one score. So kick is up and kick is good. So it's going to be 14-7, 14:51 left to go in the second quarter. Yeah, I'm still thinking that like this is still like the beginning of the game, but I don't know. I still don't feel good about the Cowboys this game. I think the Texans are going to be able to pull it away. I think they're probably going to be able to have a long drive and just really rely on Joe Mixon. That's what they've been doing so far. Water is just so good. That shouldn't be a hot thing, but like water just tastes so good sometimes. Like nice, cool water. Like not too cold, but like cool water. It just tastes so good. Oh, it was Jeff Okuda. I forgot he was number 11 on the Texans. I kind of understood when he came out, like the hype, but like a lot of people were like when the Panthers had the seventh pick in the 2020 NFL draft. A lot of people wanted Isaiah Simmons. Some people were hoping we can get Jeff Okuda. I wanted Derrick Brown, obviously, because I'm an Auburn fan. But when Jeff Okuda went, and then we had the choice between Isaiah Simmons and Derrick Brown, I remember so many Panthers fans were so upset. A fumble, muff punt, muff return, five. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Down to about the 7 or 8 yard. It's a 7 yard line. What are you doing? There have been a lot of miscues so far this game. Like number 31 tries to return, but unfortunately, Bob muffed the kickoff. So he first down 10 as Damian Pierce. I mean, it just goes right through his arms. He can't recover it. I mean, goodness. The fall off of Damian Pierce needs to be documented. Like he was good his rookie year. Then last year, like it was just not doing well for him, and then this year has been mainly just like kickoff specialist, but just not being good for Damian Pierce. And I think that's Marquise Bell who went down. So be injury timeout, 14:43 minute remaining in the second quarter. We come back, be first down 10 from the 7 yard line. What was this talk about? I think I talked about water. I don't even know why I said that, but water just tastes good sometimes. Really refreshing. But there are some people out there who just do not drink water. Oh, I forget. So because ABC and ESPN and stuff like that owned by Disney, they're showing the Mufasa movie. Like I don't care. I really don't. I still can't believe the fact that the live action Lion King made over $1 billion. That's still crazy to me. Okay. No, well, no, that's not yet over. Okay, I thought it was over. December 20th. Good for you. I'm not watching that. Also, because that's during Christmas time, and I don't know about you. I've said it a couple times, but movies are so expensive. It is so expensive to go to movies, unless you're like from a smaller town. Because like I'm from a smaller town, and like the movies weren't too expensive. Like you could get tickets, large drink, extra large drink for like $18. But like where I am now, you'll be lucky to get out of there with 33 if you want to get like popcorn and a drink and a movie. It is ridiculous. It is that much. It is that expensive. Also, I am also streaming the Thursday night football game, Browns Steelers. I am hoping it is not a crapshoot. I'm hoping that is a good game because it'll be the last one that I'm streaming for a little bit because um, Thanksgiving week I can't stream, so I won't be doing the Monday night game. I won't be doing the Thursday night game, but I will be doing the following Monday night game, which is I gotta see which one that one is. That one is let's see here. Oh, ooh, nice. Marquise Bell, his arm, that's not good. The way they're holding it, that is not good. That does not look good at all. Either his shoulder or his arm. And right now, it is taking forever for my thing to load, so I'm just going to cut that out. All right, let's go back. All right, first down, I'll take the 7 yard line. Pistol formation for CJ Stroud. Going to be a handoff to Joe Mixon, who is going to, break way up to the 10, up to the 15, down to the 19 yard line. Not 19, sorry. Down to the 16 yard line. I don't know how he got away from that. There was great penetration by the Dallas Cowboys there and able to bounce it out, make a man miss, and just pile through Trayvon Diggs. So we second down to 1 from the 17. Sorry, not the 16 yard line. and a false start, I believe, by Larry Tunsil. If that's if oh no, they called it on Joe Mixon. Okay, never mind. But I said that's another one on Larry Tunsil. That is ridiculous. So it's going to be a second down and 6 instead of second down and 1. 14-14, let it go in the second quarter. So far, Joe Mixon had a pretty good night. 8 rushes for 71 yards and those 2 touchdowns. CJ Stroud an empty set. Draws back a pass and is getting a little pressure from Mike Parsons, but throws and will be caught by Robert Woods for a first down up to the 19-yard line. First down and 10 for the Texans. Robert Woods is a very reliable kind of guy. I think he's gone for this year because he's gone. Depends on what Stephon Diggs, they're going to re-sign him or not. Mechie could get that role, if Stephon Diggs actually does leave. But they still have really good weapons. Regardless, I mean, you got Tank Dell, what he does when he is on, and Nico Collins is an absolute dog. So first down, 10 from the 19-yard line. See a shot on a shotgun formation with Joe Mixon to his right. Draws back a pass, throws, and it's going to be caught by number 86, Dalton Schultz, up to the 30, up to the 31, pushed down to the 33-yard line. First down, 10 for the Texans. Dalton Schultz gives him a little bit of a. Micah Parsons is already complaining with the refs about being held. Dalton Schultz gives himself a little bit of revenge against the Cowboys. I said Micah Parsons is a good pass rusher. However, his run defense can be improved. I'll put it bluntly there. First down 10, 12-35. Let's go in the second quarter. From the 31-yard line, going to be a handoff to Joe Mixon. He's going to try the middle of the field and gets absolutely nothing. Second down 10. See, I hope the Browns win Thursday Night Football. One, I have a friend that is a Steelers fan, and he's smug about being 8-2. Oh, I can definitely see that. 2, I hope the Steelers don't get their reliable win that gives them a winning season until later. Yeah, because they have a really tough schedule coming forward. Like, they got the Browns, obviously, but then they have... I was trying to look at the NFL, but my computer's being stupid. So maybe it'll show up soon. Oh, that was quick. Why didn't you do that before? Second down and 9. So they did give him a yard. See a shot under center. Going to be a play action pass. And going to be a screen out to Joe Mixon, who's got 2 blockers in front, up to the 40, up to the 45, up to the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, down to the 31-yard line. Joe Mixon's having himself a day, but there is a flag, unfortunately. What was it looking up? Oh, first I was looking up what the Monday night game is for after Thanksgiving week. So let's see here. So week 12, week 13 is going to be Browns Broncos. So I literally go from Browns Steelers to Browns Broncos. Okay, fine. Steelers. That's right. Steelers. Below the waves block for the Cowboys. Speaking of overshown, personal foul on him. So adds yardage to that. Let's see here. Oh, so yeah, so they got Browns, Bengals, Browns. So they should get a win within that, 3-game stretch. Unfortunately, but I'm just saying, if they don't go 2 and 3 out of those 4, they got Eagles, Ravens again at home for the Ravens, Chiefs, Bengals. So it could be interesting for the Steelers as far as they could end up losing the division if they don't being too careful. Because right now they're basically playing all of their division games. C.J. Stroud in our center, going to be a play-action pass, and he's got plenty of time, got all day to throw, goodness gracious, and throws it out to 87, who gets up to the 13-yard line. Nice gain of about 4. That's Cade Stover, college roommate. I think it was a roommate. Was it a roommate? I know it was a college teammate, but I think it might be a roommate of C.J. Stroud there. Because they need all day to throw. And good job of Cade Stover by getting open. What's up? What's up, Dobie? I saw your comment. I haven't been able to comment on it yet because the game was just about to start. So I didn't see exactly what you said, but I did see there that you commented. Thank you for that. Second down 7 from the 13-yard line. Going to be Hamster Tank Dell, who is going to cut. Oh, great cut. Gets to the 10, down to about the 9-yard line is going to mark him. So be third down and 3. Great cut by Tank Dell there. Wasn't really much there, but like I say, he's very, very quick. Not only is he like speed is good, but being quick is very, very important in this league, especially as how small he is. It's all good. Okay, good. Hey, Dobie, I'm really sorry about your Bears. I truly I'm like, as far as story wise, it helps out for like the for what I want to do with the Bears, but for your sake, that's gotta be super duper rough. Third down 2 from the 9-yard line. C.A. Stroud would be a toss to Joe Mixon, who tries to make a man miss and gets absolutely slammed for about a 1-yard loss. So fourth and 3 from the 10. Gonna probably kick a field goal here if I had to guess. Go up by 2 scores. 9:37 left to go in the second quarter. Always try to leave a comment for Algram. Thanks so much. They broke me. Yeah, like I've seen a couple of different Bears reactions to the game. Just like, and also like seeing it live was crazy too because I was like, how did this happen 2 weeks in a row? I still don't know. So Kyrie Fairbairn for a 28-yard field goal attempt and a time about why did Dallas call timeout? Maybe they had too many people in the field. I don't know, but they called timeout. So, anyways, so 9:13 was going second quarter, and Commies will try for a 28-yard field goal. Yeah, I just that hurts. It hurts in the fact of like I really was hoping that the Bears could be like 8 and 9 in the season, where it shows like we're still close enough to try to make the playoffs. You just need like get the right guy in the system, like get the right guy. Um, I don't think it's gonna be Ben Johnson. It'd be very weird if it was Ben Johnson. But get the right guy in the building and improve where you need it the most, which is offensive line help and also some defensive line help too. So like there are some things to also work on that defense as well. But like it's the fact that you are continue on those path of like you had Eberflus and just like the other 3 times, and there was a delayed game. How what is this game? There, okay. First of all, first quarter, there was 2 weird picks that I could not explain it. Then there was a fake, there was a fake punt in between that, and that was also weird. And then also like it was a timeout by the Cowboys. How after a timeout by your opponent do you get an additional delayed game penalty? And it wasn't like it was like on purpose. So 33-yard field goal attempt by Common Fairbairn. Kick is up and kick is right down the middle. So it was 17-7, 9-10. Let's go in the second quarter. Very weird game. Very weird game so far. But gonna go to commercial break. Um, Still, I don't know. It's a 2-score game, so good for them. Like I said, I picked 27-13. So guess what happened? What was I looking up? That's right. That's right. I know I already did that. I already looked at the Steelers. I looked at the Monday night, which, like I said, it's so wild to me that like Thursday's going to be Browns and Steelers, and then the next game that I can actually stream is going to be Browns Broncos, which is probably going to be a bad game, but that's okay because, like I said, I really think the Broncos have a good shot. Like the way that Bo Nix is either doing subpar against good teams or doing really good against bad teams that he should win against, especially the Falcons who do not have a good pass rush. I think they can make it to the playoffs. Now, will they do anything once they make it to the playoffs? Probably not. But the fact that there's a shown of growth, and you know that ultimately, hey, we're on the right track. Sean Payton kind of seems like the right person, but still time to tell because you never know how next year's going to go because last season wasn't too good. And you have young enough stars on defense that is going to be able to allow for development of Bo Nix and not force him to play hero ball. So that's what I'm saying. That's okay. Um, didn't like that commercial. Uh, but that's the reason because like I predicted that the Broncos wouldn't have that bad of a. I said they would have a bad season because like I didn't know how good Bo Nix would be his first year. I was like, there's gonna be some bumps and bruises. I said their defense is gonna be good, and they've been even better than I thought they would be. Um, so why is Smokey the Bear now a okay? That's weird. Seeing like a mask like an actual mascot in person. I'm used to him just being an animated character. That's weird. Anyways, um, the Broncos have a good shot of making the AFC. The AFC wild card is a lot more intriguing than the NFC wild card, I would say, because the NFC wild card is like more so a fight for the division of the West and technically even the South. Crazy enough. Um, and then you have like the NFC North, where like more than likely the Lions are going to win. The East is between the Commanders and the Eagles, and unless they get collapsed by either of those teams, whether that be the Vikings or the Packers or the Commanders and or the Eagles, those should be the wild cards. But for the AOC, like that, it's pretty much wide open, which is going to be very very intriguing. Of like who's going to be able to sneak in, who's going to falter at the end of the year. Some teams have an easier path, some teams have a very hard path. So I'm looking ahead for because I'm like thinking of like potential storylines of like to carry over into base and into Penthouse, which will start in 2 weeks. Yeah, because week 13 is when I start Penthouse. So very interested to see how that's going to work out. Let's see here. I couldn't believe they kept Eberflus, and now there's a report he didn't want Cliff Kingsbury because he was scared of him being more of an alpha over him. I can honestly see that from Eberflus. First down, 10 for the 30. Cooper Rush throws down the field, caught by CeeDee Lamb to the 45, but backpedals, and he's going to be back to the 43-yard line. But still, first down 10 for the Cowboys. Yeah, like the fact that you had the guy who worked with Caleb Williams at college and you didn't hire him, which was wild to me when it happened, but I was like, hey, maybe it could still work out. So I wasn't like, totally dismissing it, but I still didn't believe in Matt Eberflus. But that's still wild to me. And then so not only it was Cliff Kingsbury, it was Liam Cohen, but I mean he went back to the Broncos to the Buccaneers, so that's fine because he also had worked with um, um, Baker Mayfield, so it's not that weird. And then it was there's two other ones. Zach Robinson for the Falcons, and then Clint Kubiak I think was the other one. Like there was like four offensive coordinators who are doing well in the NFL. Well, Cliff was doing well, but kind of faltered. But you can still tell that he is a good offensive coordinator. But the fact that all of those you rejected and you went with Shane Waldron, that's where there's a problem. I knew they would lose. I picked them to lose for the rest of the year a week ago. Oh wow. If they fire the GM with Eberflus, we are cursed, and the Cubs passed the curse to the Bears back in 2016. I'll be here, but I'm about to start gaming. No problem, Dobie. Yeah, like see, since 2016, it's been yeah, no, that sounds about right. You have 2016 season leads you to getting the third overall pick, and then you trade up one spot, which is still wild to me. Trade up one spot, and then the 49ers end up getting Fred Warner because of it, with that third round pick, and I think they had another pick too. But to get Mitch Trubisky, who still like I don't know why this still. I'm not saying that it would have been better if you had gotten Patrick Mahomes or Deshaun Watson because you never really know. Like a lot of that's like alternate history kind of thing. You never really know how it's really going to be because everyone talks about like, oh, Patrick Mahomes just gone to this place, he would have done so much better, or he would have done really good in this team. You also have to realize like Patrick Mahomes is not the Patrick Mahomes when he came out of college. He needed refinement. He went to the guy that was there for the air raid. Like Andy Reid was the offensive lineman at BYU when the air raid was being like pushed hard. Learned from the man who invented it. Got really good at running it and ran it like parts of it in the NFL. So you marry that with Patrick Mahomes, who is one of the best air raid quarterbacks in college football history. I'm just saying like I think people will overlook the fact of like what Patrick Mahomes came into the league doing, and that is sitting behind a veteran, learning from Alex Smith, while also having a coach that ultimately has your best interest in heart because he knows what you're going to do well at because of the fact that he ran the offense. He ran the kind of offense that you did. So like that's gets lost on a lot of people. First down 10 for the 43-yard line. Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. Quick throws and it's going to be caught up to the 49-yard line. It's going to be Ferguson. No, actually Shoemaker. Sorry about that. Second down and about probably 5 there, if I had to guess. 8:30 left to go in the second quarter. No, second and 4. Good on him. Let's see here. Yeah, it's been bad for this team. I've been watching them since 1992, and they only had like 5 or 6 years of my lifetime since where they were actually good. About 26, 27 seasons of trash. Yeah, that sounds about right. Second and 4 from the 48. Sorry, we hand it to Rico Dowdle, who's going to lose like 2 yards there. So it'd be third down, and about 6 or 7 there. Great job by Neil Hunter. I wanted Mahomes because of his pro player comparison was our all-time franchise butt face released in 2016. It was perfect plug and play. Well, it also would have been interesting too with if like everything has to stay the same if you got Matt Nagy, but yeah, it's still going to be a mistake that you took Mr. Trubisky. But who knows if you take Patrick Mahomes, you took Deshaun Watson, who knows what would have happened. Cooper Rush drops back to pass and throws caught up to the 45 down to the 36-yard line is going to be I don't know who that is. Spanford, tight end I guess 3. First down 2 for the Cowboys. Good on him. Yeah, like the Bears of the 2000 like late 2000s to 2010s with Lovie Smith were good defensive teams that one made a Super Bowl, another one made a conference championship game. So like there's still some success, but just can't get over the hurdle, which is unfortunate. Cooper Rush throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get to span forward again, but it falls complete, so second down and 10, 6:51 remaining in the second quarter. Yeah, it's still amazing to me so I am currently I'm like writing out the Panthers videos, like how we get here. I did one for the Brian Burns trade, as far as like like explaining like exactly how we got here without like people like taking things out of context, what kind of stuff. I feel like I did a pretty good job of it, but I want to do like a bigger kind of version of like how did we get here. Rico Dowdle's quick throw is me like about a yard, to be third down about 9. But I want it to be like it's gonna take a long time for me to get it done because it's like basically talking from like beginning of 2010 until now. So like I'm kind of trying to jam pack all that into the best way for people to consume it. So I'm trying to like bounce around like how should I exactly how to do that. But Lovie Smith being so important for a lot of teams without them even realizing it because of like his coaching tree. Third down 9 for 35-yard line. Cooper Rush throws, and it's going to tip to the line. I mean, the cameraman lost track of the ball too. So the fourth and 9 from the 35-yard line. Time for Brandon Aubrey to kick himself a 50-something yarder. 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. But yeah, like let's see, 06, 2010. Trying to get another good Bears year. Uh, Aubrey for a 53-yarder, and the kick is going to be up, and it is good. So it is 17-10. 5:55 left to go second quarter, and a little pushing and shoving going on though. But Texans show up by a touchdown. What about? I think another good, really good Bears year. Because like I said, I did not start watching the NFL until really 2011 when I became a Panthers fan. I am a 2000s kid, so I faintly remember some things about good teams. Like I faintly remember the 2006 Bears, mainly because I remember some parts of earlier Peyton Manning before going to the Broncos. So there's some stuff that's kind of fuzzy, but I still remember that the Bears were good-ish, and I really liked Johnny Knox. And it sucked so much that he got hurt, but I really liked him when I first kind of got into loving the league. Um, but yeah, no, it's been pretty bad for the Bears for you. Yeah, you could definitely say after 2016 the curse kind of went there because of the fact literally you have this amazing trade where you get Khalil Mack, and on the other side the Raiders don't really do anything with the picks. So you get this generational player, and you have one good year. You have one good year where, unfortunately for you, it comes down to Cody Parkey, who people don't talk about this enough, or Auburn fans don't talk about this enough. Cody Parkey also missed a field goal in the national championship game in 2013 that I remember because it still haunts me to this day that we did not win that game, where we let Florida State win. But it made a difference in the actual game. So Cody Parkey, though he was still good at Auburn, had his moments of just in the clutch, not being able to deliver. He wasn't able to deliver for the Bears. Double doink happened, and just completely just going downhill from there. It's been a up and down road for the Bears where they can barely make the playoffs, but then don't do anything in there because you're I think one year was you were 8-8, other one you were 9-8. I remember one of them was the Nickelodeon game against the Saints, but it's just it's nothing. It's nothing of substance. It's just kind of meandering on through, and not totally a rebuild, but now it's kind of a rebuild and more of a retooling because we got pieces. So we got Caleb Williams because you fleeced the Panthers. You absolutely did. And hopefully it works out because you have pieces and it's shown that you could be a good team. But unfortunately, the way that you've constructed your roster, you desperately need good offensive linemen, and you don't. And I thought I was going to be concerned, and it's shown to be a little bit concerned. And it's not like you can just get really good offensive linemen, just out on the street. And I truly don't know if you could be able to try to get Trey Smith. I truly think that Trey Smith's going to go to the Texans. Texans have a lot of money, and also it's going to be in a place that is okay. I can go to the South, AFC South, and we can definitely win the division here. If I go to the Bears, holy crap, I got to go against the Packers. Maybe the Vikings might be good, and the Lions are definitely going to be good. C.S. Stroud is scrambling around, throws it to who is that? Is that Case Stover? Yes, it is Case Stover for first down to the 41-yard line. However, there is a penalty flag. They cut to it really, really late, which I hate when they do that. They cut to it as soon as the play happens. Give me some time to actually commentate on the actual game. Offsides penalty. So it's going to be declined. Try to get offsides penalty on Micah Parsons, but unfortunately, it doesn't really matter. First down 10 at the 41-yard line. 1994, 2001, 2005, 06, 10, 12 was the other one I was thinking about because I was actually doing the research for it. 2018, yeah. I watched Johnny Knox's career-ending injury live at a bar with all my buddies. I watched it live with my family, and I was just devastated. Because like I said, I was still a Panthers fan, but I still like some players. C.S. Stroud's pass was blocked at the line of scrimmage to be second down 10. That was Wilson with a block. God, most kickers this season have been asked for one game. Can you make Aubrey bad for just one game? You have hurt me so much and asked for so little. Yeah, like the only kicker that's been good. Well, the couple kickers. Fairbairn's been good. Yeah, he missed the one in the Lions game, but outside of that, he's been really singing good. Brandon Aubrey at top of the third one after this play. Gonna be hand up to Joe Mixon, who's gonna be tripped up at the line of scrimmage and no gain. That's gonna be Kendricks with the tackle. It's a third down and 10. But the other kicker, who just moved into the most accurate kicker of all time, because Justin Tucker missed two kicks, which another thing too. I have Justin Tucker on my fantasy team, so I was very mad, but I was okay with the fact that I had a really good week, so I'm okay with it. But he's been causing me some stress. But Eddie Pinheiro, I'll go into it a little bit more. But Eddie Pinheiro is now the all-time leader and most accurate kicker in NFL history. So, third down 10. Quick pass out to Nico Collins. Is going to screen and going to get down to the 49-yard line, but unfortunately, he is going to be about 3 yards short of the first down marker. So we fourth down and 3, 4:30 remaining in the second quarter. Still 17-10. Going to have to punt this ball away to the Cowboys. How is life, Bacon? Oh, Baconator, been a while. Yeah, Bacon. How life is okay. Life is good. I'm really just trying to get done with this year of school. I just want to get out into doing what my degree is, and that's teaching. While also doing this, I'm still going to do this while I'm teaching. Kick is away and is going to be try to be bouncing into the end zone so for a touchback. But trying to get through school. Like I said, I got Thanksgiving break, so I get a little bit of an edge, just like just chilling out, just like take a little breather before into the last week, and then we have finals, and then I'll do my internship, which is another thing too that I'm kind of ready for because I'm ready for the experience. But part of me is just like the way that has been described to me is like this is one of the hardest things you're going to do in your whole entire life, and I was like, well, I've done a lot of things hard in my life, so I'm trying to think of like how hard is it as hard it's supposed to be. So I don't know, so I'm still kind of in the dark, but I'm like super excited for it because I'm like, what's the possibilities? And I'm really really interested in teaching, obviously because I'm trying to become a teacher. But so it's like a mixture of optimism of like finally being done, while also the dread of like still being in it. I guess that's the best way to put it. But I am very content right now. Things are good. Things are feeling good. I'm not worried about some stuff. Most stuff I'm not worried about. But it's good. How about you? How about you, Bacon Area? Things good, doing good. Everything's going right for Bama this year. Finally, knocking on wood. Hey, absolutely. Bama, just don't lose to Auburn, which would be I'm sorry, but it's not going to happen. But if Auburn somehow, some way, on Saturday Night Football, going to Texas A&M, beats Texas A&M, kicks them pretty much out. Well, not technically kicks them out, but then they would basically try to play spoiler for Texas. But if there is somehow this crappy season that we've had that we can somehow become bowl eligible with a win against Texas A&M and then upset Alabama, like I said, not going to happen. But it would be hilarious because of the fact that like I have Bama fans, and some of them are like where you have on the Luke side where they're like, even if we make the playoffs, like it's still the first year, so it's okay, whatever what happens. He's kind of like gotten himself in that fact of like, oh, we're good, doesn't matter what happens. Don't really think we're a national championship kind of team, but we'll be excited for whatever. And he's also excited for Alabama basketball. They did end up losing to Purdue, so there's that too. But the fact that there are some Bama fans that, after being dominated by the state of Tennessee and how bad Auburn has been, I've been talking a lot of trash, which is like you're very fine to do so because this is the worst Auburn season since 2012, and 2012 was such a horrible year that the only reason I was able to get through that year was because of Darren Bates. That's the reason why I love Darren Bates. Obviously, great podcast with the Raw Room, also being the assistant special teams coordinator for the Panthers. Love him being there. Love his energy. But he was the only reason I could really get through that 2012 year because that was so awful. Hand off to Rico Dowdle. Going to try the right side. Going to get to the 25, down to about the 29-yard line. Great run by Rico Dowdle. Second down and 1 from the 29-yard line. 3:45 to go in the second quarter. But it's been an awful year. But there's somehow we can salvage the season and go on this weird, like, improbable run to try to make a bowl game. I don't care what happens the rest of the season. I'll be content. I'm still not really happy with the way the season's gone, but I'm very interested to see how the offseason will go for Auburn football. Hand off to Rico Dowdle is going to gain about 3 yards there for first down and 10. So first down 10 for the 32-yard line for the Cowboys. 3:11 to go second quarter. Let's see here. Go Gators. Dobie, good on you for winning. You still have a shot of making a bowl game, especially because FSU should be a free win. If y'all lose to FSU, we're gonna clown you. Just know that if you lose to FSU, you're gonna be clowned. So don't do that. But you should win. So you should be bowl eligible. I'm interested in the fact that you are keeping Billy Napier though. Gonna be a toss to is it Schoonmaker? Yes, it is up to the 40-yard line. So it'll be second down and about 2:40 remaining in the second quarter. Go Bama. How do you like your former Saban assistant? How do I like? I'm kind of confused. Are you talking about like? Was Durkin ever on Bama's? I don't know which one you're referring to. Hold a second. Second down 2 from the 40-yard line. Cooper Rush drops back to pass. Going to dump it off to Rico Dowdle. He's going to get the first down up to the 45-yard line before he goes out of bounds. 2:09 remaining in the second quarter, and the clock has stopped since he went out of bounds. Things are very well for me. We'll thankfully have y'all at home, so we have a chance. Absolutely. If it was at Jordan Hare, you should feel a lot more worried. But because it's at Bryant Denny, we haven't won since 2010. We haven't been even close since 2014 when we lost by 11. So you should be good. But let's see, Eddie is good for him. I remember when Robbie Gould was the most accurate kicker. Yeah, Robbie Gould had a really good run. He did have a really good run. Why did y'all get rid of Gus Malzahn again? Oh, well, since we had a commercial break, so I guess it went to 2-minute warning. I don't know. Let me just break it down for you right here. Gus Malzahn had good seasons. He had 2013. He had 2014. That trickled off at the end of the season after that Texas A&M loss. He had 2017. Crazy year. 2019, also crazy year. Freshman year, Bo Nix. However, if you look at those seasons in between, we're like 6-6. We're like barely made the Birmingham Bowl. The Birmingham Bowl year 2015, oh my gosh, had a really good defense, but such a horrible, horrible, horrible offense because all we had. No, that was 2016. Sorry. 2016 because that was no, never mind. It was 2015 because in 2016 that was we played the Birmingham Bowl. We played against Miscues. We played against Paxton Lynch, which is why I was so confused. People liked Paxton Lynch because he looked terrible against Auburn in the Birmingham Bowl. But we had Javon Robinson, and then it was like crap. It was 6-6 record. We were absolutely terrible. And in 2016, we had another bad year, but because of the way the SEC was, we were able to go to Sugar Bowl. We still lost that game. Going in 2017, because of the year that we did, we signed a contract for Gus Malzahn because we're like, hey, things are going really well. Let's go. 2019, you have a really good defense. Freshman quarterback, made some mistakes, but Bo Nix overall did a good enough job. But in 2020, we didn't have a good year. And because it just been like up and down, nothing can be consistent. You have LSU, one of our rivals, win a national championship. You have Bama continue to have so many good seasons, so many good championship runs. You had Georgia was knocking on the door. All three of our rivals were doing well. So the pressure to try to be consistent, to try to actually win in recruiting when it actually matters as far as offensive line and whatnot, Gus Malzahn wasn't doing so. And so they went a different direction. And they made a very stupid decision by getting Brian Harsin. Going back to the game, first down 10 for the 45-yard line. Cooper Rush drops back to pass. and throws, and a little bit of a wobbler there, but incomplete. Second down 10, as a flag for going to be holding on, I believe that's with Holman. So the first down 10 for the Cowboys. A little bit of a high pass there. See here. Oh, yeah. Eh, yeah. I would see more illegal contact than his holding. Yeah, it's more so illegal contact. I think that's what they call it, illegal contact, because of a 5 yard penalty. Yeah, yeah, okay, it's illegal contact. It's first down 10, only a 5 yard penalty, 155 remaining in the second quarter. But that's kind of the reason why, back a little bit short, that's kind of the reason why we got rid of Gus Malzahn, because we're just hoping that we can get the next guy. We didn't, and it set us back even more. So now we're trying to fix that. First down 10 for the 50 yard line, drops back a pass, and just throws it down into the ground because nobody is open. So he's second down 10 for the 50 yard line. All right, where was I at? Okay, great. Internship is great. My niece started as an intern at a museum, and now she's the best one in the museum. Let's freaking go. It's awesome. Congrats on almost getting done with college, dude. I am so ready to be done. Not because I don't hate Auburn. I love Auburn. I really do. From the bottom of my heart, Auburn man, absolutely. But I just want to be done with college. I've been here for so long. I just want to be done. I just want to be done. Second down 10 from the 50 yard line. Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation. Brings a late blitz. Drops back to pass. Throws across the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Down at the feet. And there's another flag. Wow. Okay. I believe it's on Al Shair. I hate when drives get bailed out because of flags. Let's see here. Was it actual a penalty? Let's see. Al Shair. Kind of like that's it is a flag. I just hate that this drive has been like helped out by two straight penalties. 147 left to go in the second quarter. First down and 10 for the Cowboys from the 45 yard line. Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation with Rico Dow to his right. Drops back to pass and has got time. Going to be a floater over and incomplete. Oh my gosh! So Cooper Rush, I don't know what you're doing, but you're floating it way too high for Rico Dowdle. He's not 6'6", but he's got to jump up in the air, and because he gets sandwiched by two guys, he basically just loses the ball. Okay, second down 10, 142. Like I said, you're still good. You still got two timeouts. You're still good. You can get in field goal range for Brandon Aubrey. That would suck for you, Emmanuel, but you still can. From the 45 yard line, Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation with Rico Dowd to his right. Drops back to pass. And he's got time. Throws. And it's going to be caught by CeeDee Lamb up to about the 38 yard line. Depends on where they spot him. And he gets out of bounds as well. Good on him. 1:34 minutes, second quarter. Let's see here. Not you. I mean Florida with Billy Napier. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Yeah, Billy Napier, longtime Alabama assistant. Good recruiter. Good coach. I think he has good qualities. I am just very surprised that Florida at this point did not decide they wanted to go in a different direction, or maybe they truly feel like, hey, we'll wait another year, give him another shot, and then we'll throw the bag at whoever we can possibly do, and the buy won't be too bad for Billy Napier at that point, and also because recruiting is still good enough, like I'm thinking if Billy Napier can have an 8-win season next year, he's still good. But if it's still like a middling year, but the fact that you beat LSU, you broke the shoe curse, you finally broke that. But I'm not the biggest fan of Billy Napier. I don't think a lot of people are. Third down 5 on the 40-yard line. Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation with Rico Dowd to his right. Drops back to pass and is going to throw across the middle, and it's going to be caught up to the 25-yard line. First down 10 for Flournoy. How do you say that name? Is it Flournoy? What is that? Okay. First down 10 for the 25-yard line. Don't even know what his name is. Shotgun formation from Cooper Rush there. Drops back to pass. And he's got time. Going to be a short, little quick throw for like maybe 2, up to Shoemaker. So second down and 8, 1:10 remaining in the second quarter. Well, it says second down and 9. So I'm telling you, I said it before, but water is just so good. Second down and 9 for the 24-yard line. Sorry about that. Cooper Rush draws back to pass, and he's got time, throws, and it's going to be incomplete behind Rico Dowdle, and unfortunately he could not bring it in. Devin White with the coverage. Devin White is such an interesting case because I remember how many people loved him his first 2 years at Tampa Bay, but it's mainly because they would see the highlight plays and not see like consistent plays. And just, he would get talked about as being one of the best young linebackers in the league and did not deserve that praise. Just want to say that. Third down 9, drops back a pass. Cooper Rush and steps in the pocket. Is going to try to scramble. Got 2 yards there. Good on him. But with about a minute left, I think the Texans call a timeout. And so the Brandon Aubrey going to come on for a chip shot field goal to make it a 4-point game. Gators suck. Go Gators. Absolutely. Hey, there's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with criticizing your team. You can still support them. You can still criticize them. They're one and the same. Just showing how much you really care. But yeah, Georgia really did a number on the Gators. And you had a bad season to begin with, but it's been since Kyle Pitts and Kyle Trask? Is that the last time the Florida beat Georgia? I think so. Granted, we have not beat Georgia since 2017. So Auburn can't really say anything about being Georgia, so we're good on that one. 40-yard field goal attempt, and it is missed. Oh, wow. Hey, good on you, Emmanuel. He just, how, oh gosh, okay. It looked like it was going in. I was like, there we go. It looked like it was going in, and then just a little vip. So 56 seconds remaining. Texans have 1 timeout. They try to get a field goal range for Tommy Fairbairn to make a 2-score game. Let's see here. Yeah, it kind of looks like the way that he kicked it, his plant foot kind of slipped a little bit. But wow, you don't see that often. But Brandon Aubrey missed. Wow. Okay. Just when we were talking about kickers, we're talking about how kickers just have not been good so far this season, and there you go. But Eddie, my boy Eddie has been good. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to talk about that. Talk about that at halftime. 30-yard line, first down 10. C.J. Stroud drops by the pass, quickly throws out to, incomplete pass to Nico Collins. So second down and 10, 52 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Aubrey is human. I just need CD to produce some points. CD could, just depends on who he's matched up on. If he's matched up on Devin Singletary, I don't know. But so far he's been doing okay, just hasn't got a touchdown. If he can get a touchdown, Manuel, he might be looking pretty good. So, from the 30-yard line, second down 10. C.J. Stroud in a shotgun formation. Drops back to pass and is going to throw incomplete. Try to get a Tank Dell. So, third down and 10. Barely any time off the clock. 48 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So, the Cowboys and CeeDee Lamb might be able to get a little bit of a little more time to potentially put up some more fantasy points for my boy Emmanuel here. Let's see if they can get a stop on third down 10 from the 30-yard line. 48 seconds remaining. Cowboys have 2 timeouts. So, C.J. Stroud, who's not had the best game, 13 for 19, 159. Looks good, but also has that pick, however. So, C.J. Stroud in a shotgun formation. Going to send Dalton Schultz in motion into the backfield to help out block for him because everybody's at the line. Drops back to pass and is going to throw it down. Incomplete. Great job of Overshawn getting immediate pressure. Fourth down and 10, 45 seconds remaining in the second quarter, and the Cowboys didn't have to call any timeouts. They barely, maybe 10 or so, not even 10, about 13 seconds left off the clock since their last drive. Cowboys have a shot to try to make it a 4 or even a tie ball game. Let's see how this punt goes. That South Carolina redshirt freshman is looking good. Oh, Sellers, absolutely. I could talk about that in a little bit. Kickoff, not kickoff. Punt is away and is going to be returned. Fair caught at about the 18-yard line. Wow, that is a great punt. Holy crap! From the 30-yard line all the way to the other 18. That is an amazing punt. That's what. See, 20. Wow. Yeah, that's a 50. That's a 52-yard punt. That's a great punt. Now talking about the Tyson versus Paul fight. I was just hoping that it would be a good fight. Watched it with some friends at a restaurant, had some wings. Tried to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, but it was way too busy. And unfortunately, it was just not a good fight. Good wings though. I enjoyed what I had. Drops back to pass, Cooper Rush, and is going to dump it off to Ezekiel Elliott. He's actually in the game. And going to be tackled in bounce. 30 seconds left, and they call a timeout. So they'll probably add one more second left. So 30 seconds, one timeout remaining for the Cowboys. Yeah, like I said, I remember. So I'll talk about Eddie, and then I'll also talk about South Carolina because I talked about Eddie a little bit before. I guess I can do it now. But since the Atlanta game, where a lot of Panthers fans wanted him gone, even though he had made field goals in that game, he just missed the extra point, he missed a field goal. Since that game, he has been so consistent. He has a field goal make streak at home that is ridiculous. It's also in Charlotte, so there's not that much really bad weather, so that helps. But Eddie has been so good. I hope he continues to play good, and he's probably going to get a contract extension in the offseason. Cooper Rush drops back to pass and just dumps it off up to the 30-yard line and gets out of bounds. So with 21 seconds remaining, up to the 30-yard line for the Dallas Cowboys, you got a timeout. You got 21 seconds, so you can probably take another one to the sideline, get yourself a little bit closer, and then you can try to take a shot anywhere on the field to try to get close enough to get a field goal, because at this point, you're not going to get a touchdown unless something crazy happens. So, yeah, that's basically what I just want to talk about with Eddie Pinheiro, because he needs to get his flowers, and I don't think he gets it enough. But hopefully, people will start giving it to him. So, from the 30-yard line, Cooper Rush throws on the sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get to number 80, but unfortunately, falls complete. Second down and 10 from the 30 with 15 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Tried him awesome, but couldn't. So, second down 10. That was a Flower. Is it Flournoy? I don't know how you say his name because I've never heard of him in my life. But that makes sense because honestly, there are some teams that their depth is absolutely atrocious. So, shotgun formation, drops back to pass, and Cooper Rush is going to step up in the pocket, going to throw across the middle of the field, and it's going to be incomplete. Really tried to get number one, but unfortunately, Devin Singletary was in coverage. It'll be third down 10, 9 seconds remaining. So, like I said, if you're Cowboys, you try to get down the field, you can call a timeout so you're good. But try to get Tolbert, but unfortunately, Devin Singletary has been having a great season as well. Forces the incompletion. So, 9 seconds remaining. Let's see how this is going to work for the Cowboys. Empty set for Cooper Rush. Drops back to pass and throws on the side. Incomplete. What in the world was that? Okay, so gonna have to punt. What? There wasn't that much pressure. So why did you? They're going for it on fourth down and 10 with 5 seconds remaining. So at least they're gonna get probably like a screen or something like that. But I don't understand the fact that you go into set, which is fine. Like so you can take a quick pass or whatever, but you didn't really have pressure. and then all of a sudden you decide to just throw it away on 3rd and 10, that forces you to do absolutely nothing. You could take a sack, go into the like if anything, you can go into the halftime. I'm just saying it makes no sense why you made a decision. Um, I haven't worn a Bears jersey since last year. Oh wow, that's yeah. Well, there are some people who think that jerseys are a little bit. What are y'all doing? Okay, Cooper Rush drops by the pass, heaves it. What? Okay. Well, they just heaved it, and so take it out before instead of punting it. So it's halftime, 17-10. I don't understand what was that. What was that? Okay, so W Bears fan. I thought you were a Panthers fan. No, W's a Bears fan. Manuel, you're a Falcons fan. Baconator is a Browns fan and Bama fan, and I'm trying to think of the other regulars that usually come in. Um, Obviously, my friends who sometimes pop in. Alex is a Cowboys fan. Um, who's another regular? I'm trying to think. Oh, he's someone that comes in. Oh, Marilyn. She's a Packers fan. Um, but yeah, okay. So that's right. Talking about the South Carolina. So South Carolina should be in the playoff discussion, but because of the fact of sometimes the refs screwing them over, sometimes their own unfortunate demise, they have 3 losses. They almost beat Bama, couldn't. They almost beat LSU, should have. And they also lost to who was the third loss? I'm trying to remember who the third loss was. It was also a controversial ending. Oh shoot, who was it? Dadgum, I gotta look it up. Can't think of it off the top of my head, but anyways, South Carolina um should be in the playoff discussion because they have a very very dangerous team that I'm super duper excited to see. Um, can Ole Miss? That's right, they got absolutely blown up by Ole Miss. So, um, but South Carolina could be in the playoffs if Indiana loses to Ohio State, because so many people are going to try to put Ohio State in that. Even if Ohio State loses, I truly think they're probably still going to make it. Um, they need some SEC teams to lose. So honestly, they would need Auburn to pull the impossible. That is, beat Texas A&M and beat Alabama, so they could be one of the 4 teams that could potentially get in. Because you feel pretty confident that as long as Georgia does not get upset by Georgia Tech, which could still happen, that they can make the playoffs. You feel pretty confident that Texas is going to make the playoffs. Because even if Texas loses to Texas A&M, that means they're not going to go to the SEC championship game. But because of Texas, they'll still make it in the playoffs. And also, they've been a good team. I don't feel like they're going to make it all the way, but I still think they're a good team. Um, and then Ole Miss is up there for potentially, like, Ole Miss is in a good spot where they're more than likely not going to make the SEC championship game, but they have quality wins enough that they're going to be able to make it into the playoffs. Just might not be able to host. That's the only problem for them. But they're in a good spot. So you're hoping to be the 4th team that could make it into the SEC, and there's still a shot. Like I said, I would love to see it because I want to see much more of South Carolina, because that defense for South Carolina has so many players that I want for the Panthers. I love T.J. Sanders. I love Kennard. I really love that safety that I still can't pronounce his name right. It's a long last name. I can't pronounce it right, but he's really stinking good. So there are pieces on South Carolina's defense that I'm really looking forward to, of hopefully being able to draft them. But let's see here. We are a community of bottom feeder teams, absolutely. Apart from your friend Maryland, at least they have a bright future for their team. Oh, yeah, that's true. Um, well, Bacon Air is he's a Bears fan, but yeah. I'm not a Bears fan. I'm a Bears fan. I just really big fan of the NFL. which is really easy when your team sucks for decades, like the Bears. That's kind of true. That's kind of true. Like I said, being a Panthers fan and not being good for a while has helped me. Like I said, I was already fans of the Lions and Ravens because they were my two other teams that I was deciding between being a fan of. So I still kept up to date with them and still was fans of them. But ultimately, it was the Panthers. But um, because we have been so bad, I have to focus on other teams. That's what kind of led me to also wanting to kind of start a YouTube channel because I had like these ideas for a very long time, and now that we were just so bad, I was like, hey, you know what? Basement. There we go. W, I'm very sorry for your loss. I watched the Bears game live and I gasped so loud after the block. People around me were staring at me. Yeah, no. I can. Oh, hold on a second. I can only imagine, like, it at like a Chicago bar. Like, imagine. Okay, Dobie, I'm very sorry for doing this, but imagine you have not beat the Packers in 5 years. Matt LaFleur is undefeated against your team. You have him dead to rights. Matt Eberflus decides, you know what? We're not going to get closer. No, 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 no. We're going to kick a field goal. We're gonna waste some more time. We're going to kick a field goal. An illegal moment where we're technically you're not supposed to line over. You're not supposed to do what the Packers did. Because I was a long snapper and I know I was also on a field goal. You're not supposed to do what they did, but it's like a 40-something yard field goal, a very makeable for Santos, and it gets blocked again, and it just keeps on reinforcing the same as I think of like no matter what happens, we still lose. That that is so it's heartbreaking. It really is. That's really I feel so bad for you, Dobie, and like I'm trying to think of the best way to put it in basement because it's really it's really heartbreaking, honestly. But it is what it is. It's just another notch in the long, 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 long line of problems with Matt Eberflus and some of his decision making. But man, that sucks. It was bad, but I called it on my stream. He's 11-0 now. We're 0-11 on map 4. Yeah, it's just so embarrassing. It really is. At least you can watch the Packers lose in the playoffs. Absolutely. Like, I'm probably going to pick the Packers to beat the 49ers in the regular season. But, like, it's the same as, like, they're showing the game. They're showing it right now with the block. But it's the same as that thing with the Bills and the Chiefs. You might be able to beat them in the regular season, but you can't beat them in playoffs. Like, literally, the last two times the Packers have played 49ers in the regular season, they beat them. They lost in the playoffs. Same thing for the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo, hey, you win them in the regular season, but you can't beat them in the playoffs when it actually matters. So, like I said, I'm kind of teasing, but like I said, I'm gonna pick the Packers to probably beat them. But it is a routine for the Packers to lose to them. Honestly, to lose to the NFC West, it is surprising the fact that like how many teams that they've lost in the playoffs that have been from the NFC West. Like Cardinals twice because it was 2015 and 2008. Rams. Did they lose to the Rams? They lost to the Rams once. I'm trying to think when they lost to the Rams. Don't remember. Seattle's another one too. They lost. They lost obviously the heartbreaker in 2014, and I think it's the only one they lost in the playoffs. I might be wrong. Let's see here. I have one viewer who is a Lions fan. He's actually the greatest. I tell him to watch you next time I see him. Oh, thanks so much, Dobie. You should have the Bears shell-shocked, huddled in a corner during basement. I thought about that, but I was like, I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of ways I can go with it. So I've thought about. I've thought about like just like it just keeps on happening like that kind of thing, like going into madness. But I was like, that's too dark, so don't do that one. But I'm still starting to write a script because I'm waiting for however this game ends is going to significantly impact how I um, go for next week because I have an idea of what I want to do, and I'm really hoping that it works out because I really like that storyline. I just need I need the Texans to do what they I need the Texans to do what I want them to do. Just stop playing with your food and beat them. Just saying. Um, I was so devastated when he came onto the stream during the last Packers game that I forgot to tell him. I don't know what a basement is. I live in a flat state. Oh, okay. I've never had a basement either. I'm like, I live in the South, so we don't have basements because some people have basements. I'm not gonna say we don't have basements. That's wrong. But I never had a basement, so I don't know. I've just seen in movies basements, but like I always think about like when teams have been terrible for a very long time. The reason why I had the basement series is they're in the basement. They're in the bottom. No one really cares about them. No one ever talks about them because they're out of sight, out of mind. And then you have the penthouse. Like everyone talks about them for that's the reason why part of the storyline is like the Cowboys were in the penthouse even though they didn't deserve to be there because they didn't meet the criteria, but because they just were. And so I really wish that had started when I first came up with the idea, but I'm okay that I didn't because I first had the idea for the basement series in 2018 when I was a senior in high school. But I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm not going to do it. And so for a while, I had like the idea of just like, I want more people to talk about these very bad teams because I still kind of like the Lions and they would still have like bad seasons and whatnot. And like this was a year of like obviously like the Browns and all that kind of stuff. And I want people to talk about these bad teams because nobody really does. And so like I didn't like make this series or anything like that for a long time because like I didn't know anything. I still don't know a lot of stuff about making videos. I really just winging it as I go. But also didn't know that much about like writing scripts stuff like that too because like I was still in drama club and I still did like play stuff like that, but I didn't like write or anything outside of like doing poetry and whatnot. So I still didn't know how to like actually write a script. So I was still trying to figure that out and also how I would do the actual thing. When the thing came out about NFL being scripted, um the who was it? It was Adrian Foster when he did on the podcast. I was like, there we go. That's a perfect angle to go about it, and that's the reason why I was like, okay, I can make this into a series, but I still have confidence enough myself to start the YouTube channel, and then when Tom Grossi did his 30 for 30, I was very inspired by him because I'd watched the South Saga the previous year and getting kind of tips on like oh well this could be good or that kind of thing. I'd also watched the documentary about South Park talking about how they're able to um, get out a show in a week, like as far as like writing a script, doing all that kind of stuff within a week. I was like, that's impressive because that's kind of how what you have to do is like be like on top of it, which I'm definitely not. But picking that up before I even started, still not knowing what I was doing, but doing it because it was a hobby and creative outlet for me to have that even though I'm still doing classes and whatnot, obviously comes first, but allows me to um, where I have a lot of these ideas and I'm able to put pen to paper. Well, really, I just make it notes on my phone so I can just like video and then like move it to my notes so I can like read. Oh, this is what I'm supposed to say. But it allowed me to just try something new, and I'm very thankful that people come and watch my stuff, they enjoy my stuff, and it's like a I'm glad that other people are happy. I'm also a very big people pleaser. That's also that too, but um, it's fun. It's a good way to have a community. I've never had social media in my life, so having this is also wonderful too. But I'm very, very pleased with the YouTube channel that I have. Um, who knows where this is going to go? I don't really know, but I'm super duper excited for wherever comes my way. So, let's see, where was I at? We are great for the memes. Absolutely, Bears fans. I'm from Georgia. I have a basement, but it sucks. It's like an afterthought of my house, but by my house builder, I think. Unfinished concrete walls and floors, less water in. Oh, good for hurricanes though. That's what I've heard about some people. Some people, it's a bad flooding, especially like where some people are, where I'm from. Like there's like closer to like creeks or whatever, like that kind of stuff. Like flooding's a bad problem. So never had to deal with that. Never, like I said, never had a basement. But yeah, like not a lot of people in the South that I know have basements. Mainly because just like the way that weather's down here. First down 10 from the 30-yard line. I saw there's two more comments. I'll talk about that after this play. First down 10 from 30. Cooper Rush on our center with Rico Dowdle in the backfield. Going to be a hand on Rico Dowdle, who's going to try the left side to gain about a yard. Second down 9 from 31. I could use that for Hurricane if it wasn't for the fact that if I started to dig, I would see water hella low. I love South Park. I do love South Park as well. I think it's underappreciated because a lot of people take stuff out of context, and you can't look at the jokes the same way you can look at Family Guy because it's just a different style of comedy. Um, and so yeah. Second down 9, drops back to pass, and is about to get sacked, and he is going to get sacked. That's going to be for about a 5-yard loss. That's going to be Daniil Hunter, who's been having a really good game so far. Third down and about 15 there. Well, 14 probably. Daniil Hunter, like I said, without having Will Anderson, was been the main focus. But for some reason, and they've been doing it all night, and it's been like so close for Daniil Hunter. But you're putting Terrence Still, who was really bad in pass protection, against Daniil Hunter, who, yes, he's a little bit older, but he's still a good pass rusher. So don't know why you're doing that. But third and 13, empty set for Cooper Rush here. Going to bring back Ezekiel Elliott to help block because he's going to need it. Drops back to pass, and it's going to be pressure. It's going to be thrown. It's going to be caught up to CeeDee Lamb, and it's going to be tackled. Great tackle up to the 35-yard line is Devin Singletary. So it'll be 4th and 5 for the Cowboys. Dobie, we can suffer together. My team lost to the team that did the OG game-losing blocked field goal. Yes, you got absolutely obliterated because, one, you couldn't get any pressure, and two, you have a habit of choking. And I did put that in the video because I knew it was going to happen. Also, I hate my OC and DC. Yeah, well, I don't know if I would hate your DC just yet. I think it's more so just like the players. Um, Punt is away, and it's going to be returned. Very caught about the 25-yard line. But I think if you get better pass rushers, I think you can at least better evaluate your DC. Your OC, Zach Robinson, yeah, he's made some questionable decisions. He's not the worst. He's not terrible. I wouldn't give him that yet because he's still just 1 year, so don't quite know. But it has not been what you were hoping for. I'll say that. I had a friend that lives in Asheville. Okay, he was out, and about 2 months ago, he was helping out there as he works with Power Company. Okay, cool. Asheville, North Carolina. Obviously, hurricane relief. I'm really excited about the Saturday, the Pat McAfee. When he donated, was it 400? Yeah, 400,000 to hurricane relief. I had some. I'm trying to. I think I either have family or distant family or like family friends who live near where they were, and they were very lucky to be like right outside of where like a lot of the damage was happening. So they got very lucky. However, one of my family friends did not get lucky, and they had just moved to Orlando. They had just moved, well, outside of Orlando, but basically they had gotten hurricane problems as well. And now they have a gator issue because a gator got into their pond, and they have farm animals, and they don't know what to do because they are not very familiar with gators. So that's a big problem. Because like I said, it won't leave. But yeah, that's hurricanes are one of the things that I am very concerned about. Like tornadoes are one thing, but hurricanes are like can bring tornadoes as well. But they cause so much devastation. I've been lucky enough that I haven't like experienced a hurricane. I've experienced a Category 4 tornado, but I haven't experienced a hurricane and some of the flooding that comes with it and all the devastation that comes with it. So I'm prayers out for everybody who's um, obviously dealt with hurricane season, a lot of the damage it caused, and hope that like there's more relief that's coming there that way. I remember, like I said, I was very young when Katrina happened. Like I said, I was 5 or 6. I was 5 when it happened. Um, and because of Katrina, there was a lot of displacement, and I'm sure this happened also with North Carolina too. So we'll see how that works out with other the major cities that take in a lot of people who are leaving. Because Birmingham grew when Hurricane Katrina happened because a lot of people from Louisiana went to Alabama. So there was a lot more people who were leaving from there. A lot of people who went to Mobile as well. So a lot bigger population growth during that time. So we'll see the impact that obviously like big hurricanes like that, like Harvey, like other that kind of stuff that also does to the populations that it affects. That got really dark for a second. I'm really sorry about that. Second down and 6 from the 29-yard line. CJ Stroud drops by the pass, throws, and be caught up to about the 41-yard line. And that can be Tank Dell. Yes, it is. First down 10 for the Texans. 12:05 to go in the third quarter. Let's see here. I think I got all of the comments. Yes, I did. Okay, good, good, good. First down 10 for the 41-yard line. Still 17-10 in case you didn't know. See a shot in our center with Joe Mixon in the backfield. Going to be a PA boot, and C.S. Stroud's running. He's going to get a little bit more. Going to get about 3 yards there. Second down 7 from the 44-yard line. See, that right there is an okay PA boot. I've talked about it before. I don't like when people do like naked boots to the side of like the best pass rusher. But on that occasion, they had somebody um, uh, chipping Micah Parsons to at least give CJ Stroud a little bit of an edge. Like I said, that's fine. But when people just do it, just like no help whatsoever, I don't understand that because you're putting yourself in a disservice. Second down 7. Quick throw out to John Mechie, who's going to, I think he gets the first down, depends on where they spot him. And they're going to mark him. Wow, they'll mark him about an inch short, I think. Is it first down or is it third and inches? No, first down 10. Okay, we're good. First down 10 for the Texans. Also, we play a lot of zone coverage during the Broncos game when we kept getting beat playing zone. Raheem Morris messed up hiring Jimmy Lake. Yeah, because he was at Washington, wasn't he? Wasn't he the head coach for Washington before DeBoer got there? I'm pretty sure he was. First down 10 for the 49-yard line. CJ Stroud drops back a pass. Actually, going to be handoff. Great fake there. To Joe Mixon, who's going to get about 4 yards there. It's going to be second down 6 at the 45-yard line. Yeah, like I said, Jimmy Lake. Okay, Jimmy Lake is good at run defense as far as like with run fits and all that kind of stuff. But yes, because of the fact that you don't have pass rush, you really have to blitz, and because you don't blitz, you're pretty much just setting up Bo Nix just to completely just dink and dunk and just be able to do whatever he wants because he's not getting pressure. Because like the Broncos have good pieces on the offensive line. From the 45-yard line, CJ Stroud's quick throw is going to be caught. It's up to the 25, up to the 20, down to the 15, down to the 11 or 12-yard line is Nico Collins. First down and 10 for the Texans. 9:27 remaining in the third quarter. Still 17-10. Let's see if they can go by 2 scores there. Like I said, Nico Collins, I'm glad he's back because he's been sorely missed by the Texans. I think my last comment didn't send. Which one was your last comment? It might not have sent. If you said I also hate my OC and DC, I think that was the last one before talking about the zone coverage. First down and 10 for the 12-yard line. CJ on a shotgun formation with Joe Mixon to the left. And it's going to be a fake the toss, going to be a shovel pass, and gets like 2 yards. Okay. Second down and 8 from the 10-yard line. Probably should have just gone with a toss there, but yeah. Second down 8. Let's see. If they had tossed it, let's see here. You got numbers. You got numbers for it to work out. So, don't understand that one. But anyways, second down 8 from the 10-yard line. CJ Stroud in a shotgun formation. Going to send Tank Dell to the left of him and Joe Mixon to the right. Going to be hands Joe Mixon. He's going to try the left side. He's got a little bit of room and makes a man miss. Gets down to the 4-yard line. Third down and 2. However, there's a flag. Of course, there's a flag. There has to be a flag. There has to be some kind of stopped motion. Holding on Juice Scruggs. Oh, he said. I thought he said. Yeah, no. What? Okay, if it's Juice Scruggs, show Juice Scruggs. Don't show Larry Tunsil. Yeah, Juice Scruggs with a hold there. Unfortunate. So it's gonna be second down and let's see what they mark him. 8:04 remaining in the third. Second and 18 because of the hold. I remember I actually played fantasy football last year. I had CJ Stroud, Nico Collins, and Tank Dell. I had Tank Dell because I got him I think I got him like the 9th round. CJ Stroud drops back a pass, get immediate pressure. He's going to step in the pocket, chunks it down. It's going to be caught by John Mechie. He's going to stiff arm and get down to the 10. So it will be third down and 8. Yes. So basically got back the holding yard. So third down and 8. 7:35 remaining in the third quarter. Okay, I am cool with a field goal here. So I don't mind if they don't get it here because I still want them to they can get a field goal and then the Dallas can get a field goal. So this be 20-13, and then if the Texans just end the game with a touchdown, I get perfect score. So let's go. Okay, third down 8. They got Nico Collins in the slot. Drops back to pass. Quickly throws out 2. Incomplete pass. Trying to get to Joe Mixon, but unfortunately cannot hang on. It would have been short anyways. But it'd be fourth down and 8. Calvin Fairbairn on for a field goal attempt. With 7:07 remaining, this will be a chip shot field goal for him. Basically, our DC's play calling is terrible. Okay? Just one thing he's done is put Matthew Judon in coverage multiple times, like 5 times. Oh, I didn't know about that. Yeah, that's like not understanding the players that you have. That you can't just do whatever you want. Like, you have to play to your strengths. Calvin Fairbairn is going to be in. It's going to be right down the middle. I don't know why I said that. But 20-10, 7:05 remaining in the third quarter. I don't know what that was. It could be in. I don't know what that was. Okay. I got all 3 of them in free agency in the very first week. Oh, really? Wow. Okay, that's pretty interesting. I'm trying to think. I think last year, like I said, I had Tank Dell. I got him late. I got him and Sam Laporta late. I was so lucky that people did not understand my genius in fantasy football last year. However, I will say this about last year, and very different from this year. Last year, fantasy football, I started off hot. I was like 6-1, and then I started losing because I had some injuries. And because I had injuries and because I was losing, I would be on the waiver wire. But because I also had a big, huge lead in the record, I unfortunately could not get the top of the line of, like, as far as like the free agent, like the wires. So it put me in the downturn, and ultimately ended like I think 5th out of the 12. So I was fine, but I was still like I could have done a lot better. This year, I've had a really good team, but because of who I kept on facing, I kept on losing. So I was like 0-5, and I was like the second leading scorer in the league. That's how bad it was. It's that literally I was like going against the best team. I was going against like the best scorer every single time. But now I'm on a win streak. I'm 4-6, and I won this week, so now I'm 5-6. I'm close to getting that 6th seed. Just try to make it into the actual playoffs. I'm so close. I have a really good team. I just need some things to go in my favor because this might be an off week for me because uh, I have I have Khalil Shakir who is on bye and also have Cook who's on bye. So kind of worried about that one. Let's see here. CD got me some fantasy points, please. I'm only down 1 point. Aubrey get the extra point after CD gets 30 more fantasy yards and TD. Kicker deciding my fantasy games will be on the death of me. Honestly, it's I still can't believe that the fact that 3 out of the 4 weeks, your week has been decided by hey, can this kicker please not destroy me? Because like you had Boswell, obviously Aubrey this week, and then did you have Fairbairn 1 week, or who was the other one? I'm trying to think of the other one, but I remember Boswell because Boswell was just hitting them. He was just hitting them, and I was like, I'm so sorry. But the fact that Aubrey did miss one, that helps. That definitely helps. Okay, so 7:05 remaining in the third quarter. Time with the lead 2:15. Goodness gracious, that is. Oh wow. Last 6 home games, including playoffs. 2:15. That was all versus the Lions. No other time have they been in a lead in the last 6 home games, and 109 minutes down by 20 plus points. That is crazy. From the 30-yard line, going to be a run by CeeDee Lamb up to about the 35, up to the 40-yard line. There you go, Emmanuel. Get some points by CeeDee Lamb there. Great rush for 10 yards. In order, Boswell, Bucker, that's what it was, and both Aubrey and Fairbairn this week. Okay, that's right. Because yeah, because Bucker kept on making them. That's right. Ooh, did he get the first down? He might be about a yard short. They're gonna mark it. So first down 10 from the 41-yard line. Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation. Draws by the pass. And is going to dump it off. Not dump it off. Dump it at the feet of Deuce Vaughn. So second down and 10. I don't know what. I guess they saved him from getting absolutely obliterated. So I guess there's something there. But that was weird. Second down 10. Come on, Texans. Get him in the field goal range and then stop them. But it's gotta be like a 30-something yarder. So don't worry. Cooper Rush throws across the middle is gonna be caught. That's gonna be a great catch by Schoonmaker up to about the 46-yard line of the Texans. First down and 10. 6:15 remaining in the third quarter. Still 20-10. Schoonmaker. As a first down 10 from the 46-yard line. Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation with Deuce Vaughn to his right. Going to be a hand to Deuce Vaughn. He's actually going to be able to run. Tries the right side and gets about 3 yards there. No, about 2. Second down and 8. Yeah, I have not had a kicker decide my fate, thankfully, this year. However, Luke has Chris Boswell, and he had an amazing game this week. But unfortunately for him, T. Higgins and Chase Brown decided that they wanted to go off Sunday night, so he's going to lose. Cooper Rush throws can be caught. Great pass, not really great pass, but great catch. Up to I think he has first down. He got first down marker up to the 36-yard line. The Cowboys 5:08 remaining in the third quarter. That's Span Ford. He's had a pretty good game. Like I said, I didn't know who he was before this, but he's gonna have a pretty good game. Yeah, that's the first down. All right, so from 36, Cooper Rush in center with Deuce Vaughn in the backfield. Justin CeeDee Lamb in motion. Going to be a play action pass and going to dump it off to CeeDee Lamb, who unfortunately could not catch because it was behind him. It was a bad pass. Bad pass was behind him. Like I said, don't do that. Don't. I mean, he's open too. Like I said, he's open in the flat. You just throw it behind him, and like I understand why CD is frustrated because you got paid, you're hoping you have a good year, and it just has not been. It hasn't been at. Okay, a little of a strong formation here. Going to send CD Lamb into motion over to the left. Cooper Rush in the shotgun from not shot under center. Goodness gracious, drops back to pass. He's got time, throws for the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete, almost intercepted by Devin Singletary. Singletary's looking for a little bit of a flag, offensive pass interference. However, there is a flag. Don't know who is on. What's the flag on? Okay, so they did end up calling pass interference on that basically defense that he had to play because literally it should have been a pick in the end zone. So it was declined, I think. Did they accept it or did it decline it? No, they accepted it. So it's second down and 20. 4:31 remaining in the third quarter. Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation from the 46. Drops by the pass. And is going to throw and incomplete. Try to get it to Shoemaker, but unfortunately, not going to happen. So 4:26 remaining in the third quarter, 3rd and 20. Sorry about that. Goodness. All right, about to be 3rd and 20. From the 46-yard line, Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation. Zeke to his right. Drops back to pass. And is going to throw on the sideline, incomplete, almost picked off by Devin Singletary. So 4th and 20, going to punt this ball away. 4:21 remaining in the third quarter. Dang. Well, Cowboys almost had a good drive, and then it kind of stalled out there. What a yawn and the mic there. Wow. Okay, so they're going for a 63-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and kick is, oh my gosh, is he going to make it? It's good. Oh. Oh, Emmanuel. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, there's a flag. Oh, it was there's a flag. Oh, there's a flag on. It's a flag against Houston, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to be they're not going to re-kick it. Oh my gosh. Derek Barnett is called with a personal foul for head slapping, so it's going to be a first down for the Cowboys. So, Emmanuel, you're actually good. It's not going to be a 60-yarder. Instead, it is going to be a first down for the Cowboys. So, oh my gosh, yes. He slapped him right in the ear hole. So let's see. I'm trying to remember where you were at. I'm only down 1 point. Aubrey, get the extra. What you were talking about that. Kicker decided my fantasy game to the death of me. Took lead 2 points. Fantasy terrible timing. Yes, so you're good. Cooper Rush on a PA boot throw. So it's gonna be a first down up to the 20, up to the 16-yard line. It's gonna be Tolbert. First down 10 for the Cowboys. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you're good. You're good. If you can get a touchdown, that'll be good for CeeDee Lamb as well. What was that get? Oh gosh, that hurt. Sorry about that. So I have loud sneezes. Unfortunately, I'm not even dad yet, and I got the dad sneeze. Genetics, I guess. Yeah, Singletary is basically following CeeDee Lamb at this point, so it's going to be very hard for CeeDee Lamb to continue to get points. First down, 10 from the 16-yard line. Cooper Rush fumbles the snap, and he falls on it at the 21-yard line. Loss of 5. Second down and 15. Cooper Rush, what are you doing? Yeah, a good play, and then bam. It's not a terrible snap. It's just it's not in the right spot. Well, it's not in the best spot, but it's not a terrible snap. It's just off to the side a little bit. Okay, second and 15. 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation with Rico down to his right. Got CeeDee Lamb in the slot. Cooper Rush shots by the pass. Throws for the end zone and pick. Oh! Oh! Bullock. It was set up perfectly for you. Honestly, with the right blockers, it could have been a pick 6. What are you doing? I mean, reading. Steps perfect, and he just drops it. Hits him right in the hands. What are you doing? Third and 15 from the 21-yard line. My word. Shotgun formation for Cooper Rush. Ezekiel to his right. Drops back a pass. Got time, throws, and it's going to be caught by CeeDee Lamb, but it's going to be about a yard or two short from the first down marker, so it would be 4th and 2 for the Cowboys. 2:45 to go in the third quarter. So you've got both feet in, and bam, bam, yep, 2 feet in. I don't care about Fairborn anymore. He could score 30 more points, and I still have a lead in that league. Good. Aubrey is the real danger now. I'm only leading by 2 points in that league. Well, you got something good for CeeDee Lamb. They're going for it as well. They're not kicking a field goal. 4th and 2. Cooper Rush in the shotgun formation. Going to send CeeDee Lamb into motion. Drops back to pass. Rolls out. And is going to step up. Throws. And it's going to be incomplete. Try to throw for the end zone. But there is a flag, however. There is a flag. Holding offense, penalties declined. So it's going to be turnover on downs. Texans take over. Up 10-13 main third. So it's a whole quarter. But are the Cowboys going to regret not taking the field goal? Could be. Like I said, that's also another thing too. You hit a 64-yarder. Which is squad in of itself. You cut down to 7, but you get a penalty. You take the penalty because obviously you can possibly get a touchdown, and you go for a 4th down. You don't get it. So basically, instead of making a touchdown game, it's still a 2-score game. Just saying, Mike McCarthy, what are you doing? Like, has Jerry told you, like, hey, you're probably going to be done there in the season, but don't win, please. Don't jeopardize my draft strategy of I'm going to get Genty and everything's going to be fine. I don't know what the issue is, but that's wild to me. And we're going to commercial break, so that's that. But like, I've talked about it earlier this game, but there has been some crazy decisions making so far. Like just don't understand it. Don't understand it. Like why in the world, first quarter, go for a 4th down with a fake field goal? I don't know what you saw there, but still, dumb decision. Not taking the points. Both teams have done it, not taking the points, which I'm okay with in some aspects because it makes it more interesting. But from like the fact that it's a close game, or you want to make it a close game for the Cowboys, because obviously you haven't won at home last 6 times, and it has been good. It's been absolutely terrible. Like, this is a team that on paper should beat you, that you're still able to hang in there. So it's probably a good idea to try to make it the best for you to try to stay in there. And not taking points when you had the points initially and then you decide, you know what, we'll try for a better option. I'm just saying. I get going for it on 4th and 2 because there's a possibility you can get a touchdown, but just saying. Probably should have taken the points. It's only been 2 hours of streaming. That's not too bad. And we got a whole other quarter, so who knows how it's going to go, but not too bad of a game as far as like pacing wise. So, we first down 10 from the 7, I think. 7-yard line. They're going to be handoff to Joe Mixon. He's going to get up to the 13-yard line. Was at the 8, so 5-yard gain there. But he's taken down to 5. Show the 4th down play again. Like I said, a little bit of hold there by the tight end, and it just sells it. Try to get to Jonathan Mingo. Not the best pass, but Jonathan Mingo was open. So 2nd and 5 from the 13-yard line. CJ Stroud on the center, with Joe Mixon in the backfield. Gonna see Case over in a motion, and is going to check at the line. 3, 2, 1, and able to hand the ball off. Gets nothing though, so we 3rd down and 5 from the 13. Stopped by Eric Kendricks again. I say he's had a okay game. He's been good around defense so far this game. 3rd and 5, 1:10 left to go in the 3rd. .55 seconds remaining in the fifth. 55 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. CJ Stroud in shotgun formation with Joe Mixon to his right. That should be a flag for a false start on Titus Howard, but they're not going to call it. CJ Stroud throws, and it's going to be caught by Tank Dell up to the 25-yard line. First down 10 for the Texans there, and he gets it on Trayvon Diggs. Let's see. Yeah, this foot's still in. Okay, we're good. I'll make sure that foot didn't step out of bounds. CJ Stroud throws quickly to Dalton Schultz, who gets to the 31, 32-yard line, because he spot him. Be 2nd down and about 4 there. Probably the last play of the 3rd quarter. It's 13 seconds remaining in the 3rd. Yep, they're going to go to the 4th. Okay, so when we come back, it'll be 2nd and 4. Well, 2nd and 3. I'll say no way they call him to play before the end of the 3rd. So going into the 4th, it is 20-10 Texans. Sorry about that. Texans are in trying to make it a 3-score game. They score a touchdown here, you feel pretty confident. Because this Cowboys offense is still it's like okay enough to do well against your okay defense. Like I said, there are certain parts about the Texans defense that I'm like, you know what? Devin Singletary, obviously. Dylan Hunter, obviously. Really good players. But not having Will Anderson definitely hurts them, and the fact that your safeties are fine. I'll say that your safeties are fine, but there are still problems with your secondary. But we're at commercial break, so I'm trying to think what else there was I had to say. Because of how much this took out of me of the combined the weeks 9 and 10, I'll have week 11 out by Thursday. I should have it up by Thursday. Like I said, I would try to get back to what I had it before, where I had it out on Wednesday, but because that just took a lot out of me, because like I sit up so late just trying to edit that thing because it took me forever. Because I wanted to get up by Sunday, but then I got done with the editing process by the time that the game was over. And I wasn't even counting the fact of then downloading that video. So yeah, that's why I didn't want to send it late at night. But I should have it out by Thursday before the game starts, obviously. So at least there's that. And then as far as week 12, I'm really conflicted on how I'm going to do that with the fact that I'm going to be gone. So I think I'm just going to combine 12 and 13 like I did for 9 and 10 because I won't be in a spot uh, to video all of them. I'll be able to do like Panthers reactions because like I said I'll be on vacation, but I won't be able to do the basement. So you won't have a basement video then. I'm thinking about potentially trying to do a different, shorter video, kind of like a skit, kind of like what I did some last year. Um, but I'm still in the works as far as like what I want to do when I can't technically video. So back to the game. Second down 3. C.J. Stroud's going to be a handoff to Joe Mixon. He's going to cut back in, and I think he got the first down, but he's really close. I think they're going to give it to him. It's a first down 10 for the Texans. Actually, no, they're going to mark it about an inch short. So third and inches. C.J. Stroud under center. Going to drop back to pass and throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. I don't what why are people, oh my gosh. It is third. It is third and literal inches. What are you doing? Why are you throwing? Not just throwing, but throwing like a comeback route or anything like that on a third and inches. Punt is away. Got it off cleanly. Gonna be returned way back. Oh my gosh, great punt. And it's gonna be dropped at about the 7-yard line. However, there is a flag. I'm still... What? What are you doing? Like, I get it. I totally get it because obviously Luke complains about it a lot. But Bobby Slowick, what are you doing? I just don't. I don't. You still up by 10, so it's fine. Yeah, like it's not the end of the world, but it's just like what goes through your head of like, hey, we almost got a first down there. Joe Mixon been doing pretty good. You know what? Let's take the ball out of his hands, and we'll just throw a comeback route or a hitch route or whatever that was. I don't even know what it was. I'm still just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Anyways, first down and 10 from the 7-yard line for the Cowboys. Keep rushing the shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. Throws on the sideline, and it's going to be caught. Wow, what a snatch and grab by by CD Lambert to the 35-yard line. Going to be a gain of 28. My goodness. First down 10 for the Cowboys. Finally, he wasn't lined up on Devin Singletary. I'm gonna be livid about that Bobby Slowick call for a little bit. So if I seem a little bit peeved, it's because of that. First down 10 with the 35-yard line for the Dallas Cowboys. 36 actually. Cooper Rush under center. Going to be a pass throw to 85. 85? Who's 85? Don't know. Don't care. Flag on the play, however. See what the flag is. 13:38 remaining in the fourth quarter. Illegal shift. So first down 10, no, first down 15, sorry. That was a legal shift on the CeeDee Lamb. Holy crap, I'm leading by 8 points in fantasy. Let's freaking go. Like I said, that was a great catch and grab by C.J. Stroud. I keep saying C.J. Stroud. CeeDee Lamb, and also definitely helps the fact that they did not take the points, so Brandon Aubrey is still without that field goal, that desperate field goal that they need. So, from the 31-yard line, Cooper Rush and shotgun. Going to be a draw to Rico Dowdle. Going to try the left side up to 35, down to the 39-yard line. Going to be second down and about 6. I think about 6. Divisional spot. All right, second down 6. 12:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. Still 20-10. Cowboys are, however, driving though. Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation with Rico Dowdle to his left. Draws back to pass and is going to get fumbled. Oh my gosh, and recovered by Tyler Guyton, who fumbles again. Recovered by the defensive line to 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown is. Oh gosh. Barnett with the touchdown. Okay. So. Okay. So Barnett off the edge beats Guyton, forces the fumble. Guyton is able to catch it in midair. Jalen Petrie then pops it out of him, and then Barnett just returns it for a touchdown. Remember that Barnett slapped the ear of the guard, that on the 64-yard field goal attempt. That's the reason they took the penalty, and they end up not getting any points out of it. And now they're down 27-10. Well, with this extra point, it'll be 27-10. Kick is up, and kick is good. It is 27-10. 12:31 remaining in the fourth. Let me just say something right now. If I'm correct, let's see. Okay, higher. Let's freaking go. Okay. As long as the as long as the Cowboys score a touchdown, or anyone scores a touchdown, then I win the points. Unless I didn't see what Drew's score prediction was, but I got the higher out of everyone. I picked 20. I said I picked 27-13. Wait, actually no. Hold a second. Did Luke pick? Hold on a second. I got to double check and make sure I'm right. I gotta make sure. Let's see. Dadgummit. Luke picks. Okay, yeah, I'm good. As long as Drew did not pick higher than me, then I'm good. If the Cowboys had just taken a field goal and this would be the final score, I would have gotten a perfect score and I would have got so many points. It's okay. It's okay. I'm fine because the Cowboys aren't going to take a field goal anymore, so that's the other thing that I'm upset about. Because now they're down 17 because you don't take the points. Now they're down 3 scores instead of 2. I mean, I'm not mad because, like I said, as long as somebody else scores a touchdown, then I'm good. I'm fine. Because I had a so-so week. I had an okay, but not great week of pick'ems. I did pick the Saints to win, but I also picked the 49ers who lost. I went against my judgment. I went with the Chiefs. I was wanting the Bills to win, but I went with the Chiefs to win. And I also had, who else did I have win? Well, I picked the win that they lost. Oh, Bengals was the other one. I truly thought the Bengals were going to beat the Chargers, and they had multiple opportunities, but of course they could not follow through. I'm really upset that I'm not going to be able to stream the Ravens-Chargers game. That would have been amazing to stream, but it's okay. So, 12:31 remaining in the fourth quarter. Fairbairn on to kick this ball away. It is 27-10. Kick is away, and it's going to be for a touchback. So first down 10 for the 30-yard line for the Cowboys. Yeah, they're showing that fake punt again. I'm still upset about that. I'm not as upset with Bobby Slovic, but still. Okay. So, first down 10 for 30-yard line. Cooper Rush in the shotgun formation. Drops back to pass and throws. Is going to be caught. Oh my gosh! And that's going to be a flag, absolutely. Jalen Petrie almost took off the head of a tight end. My word. Is she watching? Is she watching Harry Potter again? I'm hearing my roommate watching Harry Potter because I can hear the theme song. Yeah, necessary roughness on Jalen Petrie. I mean, like he absolutely obliterated him. I mean, he got some help too from the inside by Al Shair, but goodness. Okay, so it is 27-10. I really should have just made the title uh, Monday Night Massacre because I really, like I said, I put that in the scripted because I really felt like it was not scripted. I put that in the basement because I really felt like it was going to be, and it's turned out to be, unless something wild happens. And Cooper Rush throws in. It's what do you? Okay, throws in the feet because nothing's there. So it'll be second down and 10. 12:05 remaining in the fourth quarter. But I decided to go with Battle of Texas. So I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe it won't be. I don't want to jump the gun. I take a day for the video, but I can like retcon it if I need to. Um, but yeah, this is abysmal. That is a vicious hit. Wow. Second down 10 from the 30 from the 49-yard line. Sorry about that. Cooper Rush draws back a pass and is getting pressure and throws and it's gonna be picked. Oh man, another one. I mean, what you dropped like 3 picks already. That was Devin Singletary right there. I mean, Daniel Hunter. Oh my gosh, that's a great spin move. Oh, he fakes a rip and then he does a spin move. Oh, that is so good. That is such a good move. Oh, Daniel Hunter. You still got it. Third down and 10 for the 49-yard line. Cooper Rush an empty set. Not a good sign. Don't know why you're doing that. Daniel Hunter, well, didn't really get pressure on him. An incomplete. Try to get to Cooper. Wish they had Amari Cooper. To CeeDee Lamb, but unfortunately it is incomplete because Al-Shaair broke it up. So it would be fourth and 10, 11:56 remaining, and it's from the 49-yard line, and the Cowboys have to go for it. They're down by 3 scores. So you kind of put yourself in a corner, didn't you? Yeah, you did. So, fourth down 10 for the 49-yard line. Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation with Ezekiel to the right. Drops back to pass. Got time. Rolls out to his right. There's going to be a flag for a hold. Cooper Rush throws, and it's going to be caught up to the 35-yard line. But it's not going to matter because there's going to be a hold. So it's going to be push it back. Fourth and 20, I believe. Yeah, no, like Cooper Rush did a little Houdini act, but he got a little bit of help there by the offensive line, that's for sure. Yep. Asim Richards with the hold. So it's going to be second down. It's just second down. Going to be fourth. Oh, wow. Yeah, he was holding on Barnett. So it's going to be fourth down and 20. Uh, Congrats, Emmanuel. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I hope it stays that way because, like I said, they're not going to call. They're not going to kick any field goals, or if they did, that would be stupid. They would help me out, but they're not going to do it. So fourth and 20, 11:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. They have to punt now. So now for the Texans, you're just going to basically just Joe Mixon, hey, run this ball. Return at about fair caught about the 20-yard line is going to be Robert Woods. So it'll be first down 10 for the Texans. 11:26 left to go in the fourth quarter. Going next year for sure is our year. Oh man, Cowboys fans with a sign. Um, yeah, no. If Dallas is truly going to be a competitor next year, they have to blow. They have to they have to blow the offseason away with an amazing head coaching hire, with really good free agent deals, and a really good draft class. Because you got a lot of holes. And you have a pretty good tough division now because obviously the Eagles are going to be good, unless something drastic happens. Washington looks like it could be a place who has. I'm not going to lie to you. For a little bit I forgot how much Washington actually had in cap space. Now I don't know how much it is now with Marshall Lattimore, but they can afford it because they have over like 100 something in cap space. Now it's probably close to 100 now, but they had like 120 something in cap space. It was ridiculous. So they have the money that they can improve their defense and improve their offense enough that they can be a wagon to hitch on because goodness gracious, Jay Daniels is good. So you have to really hit it out of the park if you think the Cowboys are going to be okay. We're going to be contenders this year. Well, next year. I'm not going to fall for that again. I fell for it this year because I was like, one last ride. I just shouldn't have even thought about it. Also, they're showing the Black Friday game, Raiders versus Chargers, or Raiders versus Chiefs. They need to flex that game out. I'm sorry, but like, Raiders are not doing anything besides tanking. They are making sure they get Shitter Sanders. So if you think there's any possibility that the Chiefs are going to lose that one, think again. Thanks, Dobie. I'm in a good position because if I win, then I think I'll take first place. Good, great. I'm playing first place right now, and if I win, we have the same record, but I have the tiebreaker. That's freaking awesome. Freaking awesome, Emmanuel. Like I said, in my leagues, I am crawling back, but I'm trying to get in position to make a playoff run because I feel like I have the team to do so. But great, I'm loving the fact that yes, you've had bad experiences with the kickers being in your way, but not letting it get you down because guess what? You still get that first place, and unless something drastic happens, I think you're good. So just Stroud under center, going to send Dalton Schultz in motion over to the left, and is going to be a handoff, no play action pass, and C.J. Stroud steps in the pocket, is going to roll it to his right. Going to pick up 25-30, 35-40, just rolls for a first down. Out to the left sideline. 11-17 remaining in the fourth quarter. First down, 10 for the Texans. Just pile it on. Make my prediction look even better. C.J. Stroud, 11 for 30 for 246. Does have that pick. Dumb pick. But about 30 rushing yards to it. First down 10 from the 39-yard line. Under center. Going to be another play action pass. Okay. Got plenty of time. Good Lord. Throws across the middle of the field. And is that a catch? Nico Collins thinks it is. And it's going to be first down 10 for the 41-yard line. Oh my gosh. You got to replay that one. I don't know if he got that. Let's see. I don't think it's a catch. I don't think it's a catch. Started 0-3 and now about to be 7-4. That's awesome. And unfortunately, they do throw a challenge flag. It's going to come back. Like I said, I do believe it hit the ground. So it's going to be an incomplete pass to Nico Collins, but it'll be okay. It'll be second down and 10. Also, why is Bobby Slovic deciding to throw the ball? I'm just saying, like, I don't mind you throwing the ball, but the fact that you are in the lead by 3 scores and you're not running the ball to make sure that time passes by. I've been very critical today of Bobby Slowick, but it's just basics. Look at this next play because it's gonna be second down and 10. Don't throw the ball, run it. I don't care. It's probably be third down because you're gonna run it and you might not get might not get a first down on the run. But guess what? That's gonna take up about 40 seconds depending on how CJ Stroud does, like as far as like time management. So at least it's gonna be close enough about a minute taken off. It's just being smart. We're still at commercial break, so kind of taking a long time for them to decide if it's a catch or not. Hmm. I guess I don't think I've talked about it yet, but for the Chiefs Panthers game, I guess I talked a little bit more about it on Thursday because like so it'll be closer. But does it suck that they're not going to be undefeated when they come to us? No, like it's fine because like I said, I still like the Buffalo Bills and I'm glad they won, but it still would have been funny if somehow, some way we would have been the one to end their streak. However, because they lost to the Buffalo Bills, I have no faith whatsoever that we're going to win because it is a very emotional game for the Chiefs, and they're the kind of team that is going to be focused enough that they're not going to let emotions get the best of them, and they're not going to take us lightly. So it is going to be a bloodbath. Plus, they're also getting Isaiah Pacheco back, which is unfortunate for us. So yeah, I am expecting to make a video of like, hey, do you remember those? Do you remember those 2 wins we had in a row? Remember that bye week we had? Yeah, it was pretty good. Like I said, it's gonna be something like that kind of video because there's not gonna be much I can really talk about. Hopefully, Chuba has a good game for a fantasy sake. But C.S. Stroud, our center from the 39-yard line, going to be another pass for some reason, and he's going to check it down to Dalton Schultz, who stays in bounds. Good on him. Okay, so to the 44. 10:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. I let that clock run a little bit. Let it run. Still 27-10. Tank Dell's on the sideline. Third down and 6 from the 43-yard line, going to get up to the 49. CJ Stroud in the shotgun formation. Drops back to pass and is going to throw and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get Dalton Schultz. Schultz is looking for a flag, but he's not going to get it. So 4th and 6, 9:52 remaining in the fourth. Let's see. Yeah, no. Like I said, I can understand why Schultz is like, hey, he's like hugging my side, but it's not enough that you can really call it though. So punt is going to be away. Well, hold a second. Now it is away. Going to be fair caught at about the 9-yard line. So it'll be first down, 10 for the 9-yard line. Well, okay, I guess we're going to commercial break. Because why not, I guess. I truly don't think that the Texans will be letting up this score. Like, I don't know. I feel pretty confident. Okay, we're not going to commercial break. Good. From the 9, Cooper rushing the shotgun formation with Ziegler to his left. Drops back to pass and quickly throws out to Tolbert to get up to the 15-yard line. Get about 6, make a second down of 4. They're showing off Trey Lance. I guess after this drive, he might get in. From the 15, Cooper Rush drops back a pass, get immediate pressure, and going to be sacked at the 4-yard line. Is that going to be Tim Settle? Yes, it is. And it's just bad news after bad news for the Cowboys here. I mean, Settle beats Zach Martin. Oh my gosh. I mean, he just swim moves Zach Martin. There's nothing you can really do. That's okay. So third and about 13. Well, not from they're going to mark him at the 6. Don't know how that happened. Cooper Rush drops back to pass, and in the end zone is going to step up the pocket, throws, and it's going to be caught. Wow. Up to the 25, up to the 30-yard line is Shoemaker. So first down 10 for the 30-yard line for the Dallas Cowboys. 8:34 remaining in the fourth quarter. Zach Martin's down on the ground. That's not good. He's on to a knee. He's shaking his head. That's not good. At least he's up, but he is not feeling good. 8:27 remaining in the fourth quarter. Still 27-10. All I need is one more person to score a touchdown or something. Draws back a pass and throws. Is going to be caught by Ezekiel Elliott up to the 35, down to about the 39-yard line. So it's going to be second down and 1 for the 39. I kind of just zoned out right there. I just realized that. Goodness. Oh my gosh. Touchdowns at A&T Stadium. 1 touchdown last 3 games for the offense, the Cowboys, and then that 1 for the defense. That's crazy. Handoff to Ezekiel Elliott, who gets to the 45, down to about the 47-yard line. First down 10 for the Cowboys. I gotta look up something while this is going down. Hold on a second. Am I wrong? Okay, that right there is. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Actually, no. I don't need any more touchdowns. I do need a field goal. Ooh, yeah, that's not good for Tyler. That's not good by Smith. Tyler Smith, that's a messed up leg right there. He got it caught. That's just brutal. I need a field goal. So if Fairbairn can get a field goal, that would be beneficial for me. I'm still thinking about pick'ems. Tyler Smith at least walking, but that did not look good. The way his knee buckled there. 7:38 in the fourth quarter. First down 10 for the Cowboys. All right, let's get ready. All right. From the 47-yard line, Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation with Ezekiel Elliott to his right. Drop back to pass and throws, and it's going to be behind. Is behind Jonathan Mingo. I don't what. Oof. Cooper Rush. What are you doing? All right. Ugh. Second down and 10. 7:24 remaining in the fourth quarter. From the 47-yard line, Cooper rushing the shotgun formation with Ezekiel to his left. Drops back a pass and is going to hold up for a little bit too long, but is caught for about a 2-yard gain. That's going to be Ezekiel Elliott. So third down and 8 from the 49-yard line of the Cowboys. 7:11 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cooper rushing a shotgun formation with Rico down to his left. Drops back to pass and is going to get sacked at the 40-yard line by Danielle Hunter, who's having an amazing game. 6:40 left to go in the fourth quarter, and it's fourth down for the Cowboys. Terrence Steele has been absolutely obliterated. The Cowboys, for some reason, have not been really giving him help. I mean, Terrence Steele has been a liability in pass rushing. You're making him go one-on-one with Danielle Hunter, who, yes, he might be above the age of 30, but he's still a dog. He's still doing well. I don't know why you're doing that. 4th and 16 from the 40.5-yard line, and he's going to get sacked at the 34-yard line. 6:06 let it go in the fourth quarter. Well, in the game's pretty much over, but, like, as far as, like, offensive play calling, there have been so many times in this game for both sides, really, truly, that I don't understand why you're doing what you're doing. Like, obviously, you have is passing down. That's fine. But before the third down sack, you have Danielle Hunter one-on-one with Terrence Steele, who's been beating him all game, and you let it happen. And then on fourth down, like I said, you like obviously Zach Martin is injured, so he has to put in a backup, but he gets absolutely obliterated. So first down to him at 35-yard line. C.J. Stroud going to hand the ball off to Joe Mixon. Mixon may miss, gets down to the 31, 32-yard line, because it Markham, about a 3-yard gain. So it'd be second down and 7. Hope you get your Fairburn field goal. I hope I do too. I hope that's the end of it, and so I can be like, yay, I got it. Zach Martin's limping. That's not good. That is just insult to injury. C.J. Stroud under center was Joe Mixon in the backfield. Second down 7 from the 32-yard line. Going to say Case over to motion over to the left. Going to be 2 tight ends to the left. Going to be a toss to Joe Mixon. He's going to try the left side. He's got blockers. Good 35. Up to the 20. Up down to the maybe the 13-yard line. Depends on where they mark him. First down for the Texans. Like I said, I'm hoping they just get for a field goal, because if it's a touchdown, then they don't get the points. Because technically, one of my friends predicted 24-17, which would be a combined score of 51. So that would mean that I do not get the point, because mine is 27-13. So I just need a field goal, people. From the 15-yard line, so you're trying to center. Going to be a hand to Joe Mixon, who's going to try left side and get stopped for about a 1-yard gain. Second down and 9. 4:33 remaining in the fourth quarter. Please just let me get a field goal. Just get a field goal, please. Fifth straight road game with 100 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown. That's pretty amazing, honestly. Whew. Second down 9. C.J. Stroud under center. Joe Mixon in the backfield. Going to be a hand at Joe Mixon, who's going to cut back to the right and gets down to the 10-yard line. 3:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. A little pushing and shoving's going on, though. And flags are coming out as Shaq Mason looks like he might. I didn't see a punch thrown, but something happened. Not good. Somebody might be getting disqualified. Depends on if their second one. I mean, I know there's a lot of chirping going on because you're down by 17, but goodness gracious. See, Tunsil and 35 pushes. Tunsil is pushing him. Hands to the face. Tunsil's not really worrying about it, kind of jawing a little bit. Shaq Mason's trying to help out his dude. And a lot of back and forth. Goodness gracious. There's Okay, so there's 4 personal fouls on the defense and then 1 on the offense, so they offset. I still don't like the fact that happens, but you know what? It is what it is. So it's still gonna be 3rd down and 5. 3rd down and 4. Sorry about that. C.A. Stroud under center. Joe Mixon in the backfield. Going to be a rollout by Stroud, who's going to throw, and it's going to be Joe Mixon, who's going to get out of bounds, but gets down to about the 2 or 3 yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal, and there's still some chirping going on. .319 left to go in the 4th quarter. Like I said, it's just people just getting like all their frustrations out because obviously like just hasn't gone the way they're hoping for, and it looks like a false start. Dang, 2 people on the defense, so it's going to be 1st and goal from the 1.5 yard line. .319 left to go in the 4th. That's 3 times I've heard the Harry Potter thing. I wonder if that's just playing the Harry Potter thing. Maybe. Anyways, 319. This game has been very long. Yeah, no, I made a comment about like, oh, it's only 2 hours. Now it's been like it felt like forever. This 4th quarter has. So from the 1.5 yard line, C.J. Stroud hands the ball off to Joe Mixon, who's going to get in for a touchdown. Dang it. Well, that's okay. At least the person who got the points, I'm still ahead of, so I'm okay with it. Unless I don't know what Drew's points was. Are they doing? No, you didn't. They're doing a dollar bill. They're doing the dollar bill celebration. Come on now. This is able to guess touchdown celebration. They rode the horse and everything. First touchdown in 23 second half possessions. That is kind of crazy. Fairbairn's kick is up and it is going to be good. So it'll be 34-10. 3:16 left to go in the 4th. Joe Mixon, 153 scrimmage yards and 3 touchdowns. Whew. Okay. Jerry is looking a little pestered right there. Obviously, he would. I mean, the Cowboys going to fall to 3-7, 7-4 for the Texans. He will have a 2-game lead over the Colts, but Cowboys It has been a long year for you, and it's going to continue to get longer because you'll continue to lose. 6 straight home games, trailing by 20 plus points, longest streak in NFL history. And everyone is leaving. Kick is away. It's going to be for a touchback. So first down, 10 on the 30-yard line. 3:16 left to go in the fourth. I honestly don't know what to tell you, Cowboys fans. That I've already said. The fact that the Panthers have a good shot of beating you is embarrassing. First down, 10 on the 30-yard line. Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation. Going to be handoff to Deuce Vaughn, who is going to get absolutely nothing. They're showing it right now. Obviously, 5th year for Matt McCarthy. The 6-10 year, yes, Dak got hurt, and then this bookend of Dak getting hurt. But in between then, 12-5, 12-5, 12-5, lost in the playoffs. It's just always the same. Cooper Rush throws, and it's going to be caught by Deuce Vaughn, who gets up to the 35-yard line, gain of 4. Third down at 5, 2:35 remaining in the fourth. This is like I said, it's a Monday Night Massacre in front of Jerry in Jerry's world. Third down 5, Cooper Rush in a shotgun formation. Going to be a quick screen out to Turpin. Should get the first down. He barely gets it. So first down 10 for the 40-yard line. Goes 2-minute warning. Oh man. Well, on the plus side, what I predicted is coming true, and I already have the idea of the storyline that I want to write, and everything is falling into place, so it's going to work out. So at least there's that. I just got to write the script and video it and then edit it. So, dude, our 2-minute warning. So really, like last commercial break. I don't see them stretching it out any much longer after this. But let's just look at the Cowboys' rain schedule. Obviously, Texans should still win this division, though. Actually, no. I'm going to look at Texans first. I'm going to show you something. First, I'm going to show you the Colts. So Colts, because their last remaining schedule is after this week, is only have one more important game. So obviously they should lose to the Lions. Then you got at Patriots, could be sneaky. At Broncos, that is a very, very important game as far as wild card positioning. But then you have Titans, Giants, and Jaguars. So those last 3, you should be able to beat. You should be able to beat the Patriots, but then you should have 2 losses. So if you have 2 losses, then that puts you at 9-8. So if you're 9-8, and the Texans' remaining schedule is, if I can pull it up, Texans' remaining schedule is Titans, Jaguars, Dolphins, Chiefs, Ravens, Titans. So, like I said, the Texans should be able to win this division, but just because the Colts have a very easy, well, not very easy, they have, like, outside the Lions, outside the Broncos, but they have a pathway to make it into the wild card if they can beat the Broncos. But like I said, it's not looking too hot for the Colts, but they just need some help. But even more depressing is the Cowboys. Actually, let me look at what people are saying. Let's see here. Trey Lance must be the worst quarterback of all time because I can't think of any reason why Cowboys are rolling with known commodity Cooper Rush instead of the guy they traded for. Let's see here. Don't even want to see what Greta Gronk said about Joe Mixon because I know it's definitely something I should not say. NFL may want to add Thanksgiving Day games to the list eligible for flex scheduling. In 10 days, Giants at Cowboys, Tommy DeVito versus Cooper Rush. Happy holidays. Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. Second down 6 from the 45-yard line. Cooper Rush throws to be caught up to the 50, up to the 45, down to about the 44-yard line. We first down 10 for the Cowboys, 124 remaining in the fourth. Hey, Cowboys fans, who would you like coaching your team next week? This is a disaster. The Cowboys are a total meltdown. Sincerely, just a football fan. Let's see here. First down, 10 for the 44, going to be handoff to Deuce Vaughn, who's going to get down to the 41-yard line. Gain about 3. Oh, goodness. There, like I said, there. Oh, let's see what Brett Coleman said. For everyone out there that's struggling, just hold on because I promise it gets better. The world may seem unfair or just downright depressing, but have faith that one day your favorite team will also get to play against the Cowboys. Like that one, Brett. Like I said, the Panthers do play the Cowboys. Caught up to about the 26-yard line. First down for the Cowboys. 28 seconds remaining in the fourth. Like I said, are they just going to have that as the last play of the game? 20 seconds remain. And, okay, one more play, I guess. Rush just right to pass and throws for the end zone, and it is going to be incomplete. Try to get it Jonathan Mingo. 9 seconds remain in the game. This game was such a drag more than yesterday Sunday night game. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Yeah, trying to get through last night where they just basically traded back and forth. I was like, oh my gosh, this game should end. But this one was more so like you could see it coming that it was going to be a blowout, and it continues to be. But because the Cowboys are frustrated and all this kind of stuff, and also because some people don't know how to just run the ball out, but it ends up being fine. So you're good. Run in the game 4-3-2-1, and it's 34-10. End of the game. Texans obliterate the Cowboys. But yeah, no, like what I was saying is Panthers for Cowboys, which is still a lot of me. I hope that they start dropping the prices because initially, before I end up going to the Saints Falcons game, I was also going to save up money to go to the Cowboys Panthers game because I was going to go with Alex, but also because it's way too expensive, so we're like not going to go because like even the cheap seats are like over $100, which is crazy, just because it's the Cowboys. But I hope they start dropping ticket prices because that is ridiculous, and they can continue to have ticket prices this high when both teams are not good. Both teams are not good. But the fact that the Cowboys could seriously lose to the Panthers is embarrassing because we beat a team we beat a team that fired their head coach, beat another team that's going to fire their head coach, and then we beat another team that hopefully they don't fire their head coach because he's not really the problem, but they just bitched their quarterback. So I'm just saying, like, none of our wins have been really like, oh yeah, we can really do it. I've mainly been saying like certain things like, oh, there's still technically a chance because I'm just like, still have a little bit of hope of like, how crazy this season is. There could be something crazy that happens in the NFC South, but more than likely it would be like the Buccaneers end up winning. But yeah, but what I'm saying is that everyone knows the Panthers are one of the worst teams in the NFL. The fact that you still have primetime games, knowing good and well that you are one of the worst franchises right now, is still wild to me. And it goes into with what I've already said, with what I've already put out there, end of NFL offseason, with the Eagles winning the NFC offseason NFL offseason Survivor, and making Cowboys feel something they haven't felt in a very long time. This is that. You have not felt this in a very long time of just being terrible. Like 2020, you could make the excuse of like, oh well, Dad got hurt, and that's the reason why we lost all those games. And it sucks that like that, but we were 6-10, so then we end up getting Mike Parsons, and we're good. But this year is different because you were bad before Dak got hurt. You were atrocious even with Dak playing. And you paid him all that money, which, like I said, I have been a defender of Dak as far as being a good quarterback. He's not great. He's nowhere near elite. He is a good quarterback that at times can play great. But the fact that you paid him like he's an elite quarterback is where you make the mistake, because that is Jerry's fault. It is totally Jerry's fault for waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting until the last minute to pay him. He did the same thing with CeeDee Lamb. So I'm just saying that everything is on Jerry. You're the man who decides to keep Mike McCarthy, which is fine. That's your prerogative. But you push away people that you don't need to push away. You make bad decisions when it comes to the fact of, like, who you're drafting and whatnot. And you end up putting yourself in a bad spot because you constantly want to be the center of attention, which is not terrible. But then when you're not doing well, you don't really place the blame on yourself. You say that you do, but you don't really. And that's where there's a problem, and there's the reason why you have a lot of people who hate the Cowboys because of what you make them into being. Because what you're trying to make them into being, they aren't yet. They haven't been in a while, and they aren't yet. They haven't been contenders. They've been pretenders. But the fact that there are so many teams, so many franchises that have been to a conference championship game since the last time that you've been, that's where the problem is that you pretend that you're a good team. You pretend that you're this amazing team, but ultimately you're not. That's the reason why people are frustrated. Yep, that's what I'm saying. This is like I know I'm doing a lot longer than like I usually do, but it's watching this game as something that I've talked about for a good bit. There's a reason why I did the Dallas Cowboys intervention kind of thing, which actually worked out perfectly as well, as far as like a transition, as for like the story wise. But Cowboys fans are starting to wake up, and they've been doing the last couple of years, that it's just the same exact thing. You can make all the jokes that you want to, like, oh, this is our year, but there are a lot of Cowboys fans that are really starting to realize it might not be, and it might not be for a very long time. That's the issue. Because next year, your cap situation is going to be terrible. You have to find a way to pay Michael Parsons, unless you want to let him go, which is fine. But then your fan base is going to hate you, because then what are you going to get in compensation? Are you going to get anything in compensation? We don't know. Because who's going to want to pay Michael Parsons that much money? And I'm going to preface this with this. Micah Parsons would deserve $30 million more than what Brian Burns would. However, whoever decides to pay Micah Parsons that much money, I really don't think it's going to be as good as people think it's going to be. I don't think Micah Parsons is a TJ Watt. I don't think Micah Parsons is a Myles Garrett. A true, in the sense of a word, difference maker in all facets of the defense. My buddy from Brooklyn, my buddy from Brooklyn is a huge Cowboys fan. He's my age. He finally came to that conclusion years ago. I'm thankful for like a lot of Cowboys fans finally coming to senses, because like it's been frustrating the fact of like I'm a Panthers fan. The last time that the Cowboys made it to a conference championship game, Carolina Panthers just started. Them and the Jaguars just started. I referenced this a little bit in the Dallas Cowboys intervention, but like the fact that the Panthers' first playoff win was against the Cowboys. We have been to 3 conference championship games, I believe. 2003, 2015, and also I think 2008. No. 1996, 1996. Sorry. But we've won 2, went to Super Bowl. Did we win them? No. But the fact that you're still there should mean something, and the fact that the Cowboys haven't. It's the same exact way where, like, they might be able to compare it with the 49ers, like, oh, well, they haven't won, we have won a Super Bowl more recently than the 49ers. True, but at least the 49ers have been there. At least the 49ers have competed in conference championship games, won conference championship games, and then just lost in the Super Bowl. They haven't been able to get over the top. But the fact that, like, they can at least give their fans hope of, like, hey, you know what? We can make it to the Super Bowl. Cowboys fans believe it, but some of them have never seen it in their lifetime. That's what's crazy to me. It's like imagine Yankees fans before this season. Imagine Yankees fans that were born in 2010 expecting to win the World Series every single year, but you've never seen your team go in. And, like, I'm trying to preface this because, like, there's not another good enough analogy for it of, like, okay, you're a story franchise, but you haven't done anything. I don't know. It's I'm kind of going on a tangent there before I end the stream, but it's frustrating because I know a lot of good Cowboys fans, and I want them to be happy, but things have to change drastically for the Cowboys to actually be competitive, and I don't know if they're going to happen. So, in the meantime, for all the Cowboys haters out there, you can rest sure and know that Jerry Jones will be alive for a long time, and the Cowboys will continue to fail their fan base. And with that, I will end the stream. Thank you so much for joining. This was a good 3/4 of a game, and then it kind of diverted into like a snooze fest in the fourth. But I'll be back for Thursday, and then after Thursday, we'll be having a little bit of a break because I'll be on vacation, and so I won't be able to stream. I won't be able to video outside of, like, doing the Panthers video because that's super easy to do. But yeah, thanks so much. Like I said, should get out the video by Thursday. If not, just know that's normal for me because for some reason I just can't do with deadlines. Sorry about that.